hastily set everything up in the last 10 seconds. Boyos. Holy crap, it's cold out, but we're spending it here casting. And it feels like I'm outside because the wind is literally just blowing directly into my apartment. It's like there's nothing there. There's not an entire glass pane there. It's blowing directly into the apartment. It sucks, but we're still here casting Dota because it's time for 11 people with no social lives to play Dota on a Friday night. I love it. We do get a clockwork this game though, so you gotta be happy about that one. Snapfire banned out as well. I think we see a lot of the common bans too. Void Spirit the other way. Void Spirit's just an automatic ban at this point. It's weird how quickly that happens whenever there's a new hero and it gets added into Captain's Mode, how it just automatically becomes a ban no matter what until it gets nerfed a bit more. And I think Void Spirit's still at a point where it's very strong. You can't really just like counter it with anything. The damage is kind of ridiculous. You throw it mid, it's gonna win mid if you have a decent player there, and Guam actually does. Toxic Tacos do in McGuire. Nira, I believe, is farming for them, and then Turtle King 4, Guam 5, Ghost Pepper off lane? Question mark? I think I have that right. I don't know though, so we'll see. But I am glad we get a clockwork pick plus the wyvern. Not really a decent combo there, but it works. You're able to heal the clockwork inside cogs. Battery assault will still go off. You just got to make sure you time it correctly so that you don't screw up your clockwork's battery assault timing. Up in the last 10 seconds. Oops, I forgot to mute the stream too. All right, we just had repeating audio for a second, but I'm not known as a professional, so it's all right. It's all right. But yes, who had first pick actually? Guam's team had first pick. Okay, I haven't been writing that down recently, so we'll actually mark that one. But yes, Guam's team with the first pick, deciding to open with the Jakiro. Jakiro is a hero that I don't really see banned too often. I should really amalgamate, whatever, all of my handwritten notes into an actual document so I could just start seeing how much heroes are banned in every single game that I cast. I filled like, oh god, 4 pages now, I think. I think I filled like 4 pages. I have also a bunch of random notes on other different captains, so maybe this notebook is a goldmine of Dota knowledge for amateur Dota leagues, but probably not. It's all coming from my mouth, so probably not.
10 seconds remaining.
To get a Razor pickup too, especially they're gonna pair that with the Clockwork.
5 seconds
So
remaining.
if you get some early rotations from Clockwork, please. Clockwork needs to hit his rotations early on in this game. Like you cannot be patient with it. Like you pick the Razor to pair with it, you're gonna get the damage sap almost fully every single time if he's getting somebody mid. Maybe Toxic Tacos would try and counter that by picking a Bat Rider hero, an Ember hero, somebody that's actually able to get outside of cogs. Magnus would have been one of them too.
10 seconds
But
remaining.
they could throw the Bat Rider mid, and it might be what they're thinking of doing, unless this is a Bat Rider 4, with the Slardar being a 3. I think you put the Slardar at a 3, because the quicker that you farm in eggs, the better. On that hero, like, I think Slardar is still at a point in his own meta where you just rush eggs and hope for the best. Just because of how good that passive is and how good he is in water. So he is a fish after all. Unfortunately, it doesn't buff Razor. Like, Razor should have a passive where whenever he steps in water, the entire body of water gets electrocuted and damages everybody standing in it. Maybe that's his ultimate, and it only works like in the river or against the Slardar, who spot Agnums, but don't worry about it. Razor can cause a rainstorm too. So maybe he's able to create his own puddles of water at the same time, which is actually, yeah, this is ultimate. So
5 seconds remaining.
surprised we haven't seen that mechanic yet, but we do get the Phantom Lancer. Phantom Lancer is a hero that I do see banned pretty often, like really often. Multiple different series, you see Phantom Lancer getting banned, and it's not because of its early game presence. It's really how strong the hero gets after a couple of items, like a Diffusal Blade into Manta, or it might be Manta and Diffusal Blade. It's one of those two. You can pick up like a Drums along the way too, but I think Razor's going to be buying the Drums, or Clockwork is. And yeah, the hero just farms not really quickly, but you get 3 items, you start fighting with the team. It's really hard for them to focus onto one illusion with their current picks. The only real crowd control source they have from Toxic Tacos is that Jakiro. You have the Slardar stun too, but it's a lot harder to isolate a PL illusion, and it's not exactly the greatest crowd control. It's more or less initiation is what Slardar stun can bring you, and then the rest of it has to come from Jakiro. So yeah, they kind of need to shore up their Phantom Lancer counters with the 4th pick, I think. And we still don't have MX Squire's hero. Again, potentially could be a Bat Rider. We don't know yet. I'm not thinking Invoker is the right choice here. You could go for... Nope, Puck got banned. Of course, Puck's like the other hero that I'm always thinking, but it's like, yep, it got first ban. Yeah, we do see the Ember. Again, the one hero that I know how to play against is Clockwork, and that's mostly because I know how to play Clockwork. That's the only reason why. And amateurly play Clockwork too. I mind that. So, but the Ember Spirit is pretty decent into it. I think they need to throw it mid too. It's also, it seems pretty good into the Razor. Well, at least a little bit better than some other heroes. You have to pick up Chains early on, I think, or you could go this magic damage build on an Ember and be a little bit more aggressive into a Razor, but I don't think that's gonna work out. It feels like you definitely need to go like Chains early, and that's really your only escape from them. Clockwork can still catch you too, but what I don't see a lot of teams doing when they pick Clockwork is they're not rotating with him early enough. Like, Clockwork is afraid to leave the lane for whatever reason, whether it's he wants to pull or he wants to just try and kill the enemy safe lane way too much. He just forgets about mid, and then mid becomes an issue later on into the game, and then you're kind of just wondering, well, I have this Clockwork hero, I haven't really accomplished anything like killing the enemy mid, and now the only 2 heroes I can go on are Jakiro and Slardar, and one of them has a Force Staff, so my game's a lot harder. I do get the Arc Warden ban too. I think that's pretty justified. Toxic Tacos, a middling team. I don't know where USM is at, actually. Let's see the actual rankings right now. I think this is... excuse me. I think this is the most up-to-date rankings. Yeah, USM is on top of the standings, actually. Again, haven't lost a 2-0 at all. Toxic Tacos is 5th overall in the rankings. Has 2-0'd 3 different series. Tied 5 times. Lost 1, Ugly Sedentary Men. USM 6-0-3 with 6 2-0s, 0 losses, and 3 ties. Yeah, this game's already over, apparently. Okay. I don't know. I kind of like their draft a bit better on Toxic Tacos right now. It's up to how well the Clockwork can play to create space for PL, and then PL again, just kidding. What? They're already up 1-0.
10 seconds remaining.
What? That's what you're saying.
5 seconds remaining.
Why is Series 1-0 already? That's weird. It might have just been a misclick, but I think it was probably a misclick. I don't think I missed the first game. Am I just like that late? It started at 8:30. Either way, it doesn't matter. talking shit during the draft. Whatever, we'll just memorize that it's gone. Oh god. This is your league admin, everybody. Anyways, no big deal. We'll see Smack going for the last pick here. Guam trying to distract him in the meantime. They still need... Oh, no, this is McGuire mid-Wind Ranger. So it's a little dangerous to play. But can still get away with it. Yeah, you can still get away with it for sure.
Choose your hero.
Alright. And they picked the Kunkka to follow that one up. See, Smack tricks on Clockwork. Okay, I don't think Smack's Clockwork is that bad. They'll notice once we're in game, but yeah, I think it's just a misclick, so no big deal. We know it's OO, and I can actually put that in the stream too, that it's OO. And I'll just have to change it. I also forgot to upload the games that I was casting last night too. I usually export to YouTube. So if you missed a cast, go check out the YouTube channel, which is by the same name. And I also forgot to do this. But yes, YouTube channel of the same name, Killer Karate. There's a lot of past casts there. I'll probably get last night's cast up there too, just so people can watch it. That's usually where most people end up actually catching them. So I think it's beneficial to put it over there. And yeah. No, it's gone now. Okay. I don't know what's happening. Maybe the dialogue doesn't work anymore. We don't even have teams. What is happening right now? I don't think this is ticketed. No, it's not. Okay, well, I guess we're playing it anyways. I mean, we could just swap it over to an all pick, but it really doesn't matter, I guess. We'll just go with it. I'm not doing records on this league, so I don't really care if people forget. It would be cool to do records on this league though, because you could actually do it like who has the most wins for. All right, maybe I should do records and should be pissed about people not ticketing their games. Rip. All right, anyways, we will see them play very aggressive to start. USS Guam on this Bat Rider. Mr. Tricks Smack trying to go for his damage over to the Bat Rider. The Battery Assault getting pretty lucky so far. He's actually able to isolate him. Striker's getting a lot of damage sapped into Guam, and Guam is just going to tick down a couple more hits. We'll throw out some napalms, but there was just no escaping that one. Completely gets caught out, and Guam just not in the right position there. Yeah, I guess Guam's just dying there because he accidentally told Smack to host the lobby. See, Tree Bottom, Treebeard, I believe. I think that's Treebeard. On the Wyvern and Yala, Phantom Lancer. And what is interesting, Nira is going bottom on the Ember Spirit. Along with Turtle King on that Jakiro. Turtle King, the legendary Jakiro player. Seen him play it in multiple different leagues at this point. Very strong hero for him. I expect to see a decent game from him. And actually, Guam getting a lot of damage on his strikers to start, but just in no position to get a bash off Ghost Pepper. I thought half was on this team, but maybe I was wrong. Still keeping the napalm stacks up too. Got 5 on the Razor now. Guam needs to walk over and keep it up to 6. Strikers needs to be so careful here. Guam can actually get vision on them though, but he's just going to do so much damage. He's up to 8, could potentially go for 9, but no, he's going to back. He doesn't want to go into tricks with the Battery Assault completely alone. We'll have to use his first salve. But yeah, tanking a lot. He should have a wand tier too. Yeah, he actually got it with that. No, he got a first pickup. Maybe he already popped it. Smacks also picked one up too, but used some of the charges. I like the boots first on Clockwork quite a bit. Definitely the right choice. See, trying to go Guam on the smack, but with the battery assault, he just can't keep up. And he also got boots on the clockwork too. So that's the other main reason why you're buying them this early on, and arguably why you just start with them. Boots, tangos, and like clockwork is a hero designed for being able to abuse move speed. But Ghost Pepper is going to be the one farming the safe lane for now. It feels like more of an off lane because there isn't too much space for a melee hero and a Bat Rider into a Razor. But Guam's actually doing a nice job of zoning out strikers to start this one. Is up to quite a bit of charges. Tricks gets him into the cogs, doing a lot of damage solo on the Guam. The battery assault isolating him, but they're not going to chase over into the trees. Strikers did lose all the napalm stacks, so they potentially could go for it, but I think without boots, it's a little bit difficult. We'll look at mid, where Maguire is playing his famous Wind Ranger into a Sev Kunkka. So I think actually both of these heroes are signature for either player, Sev Kunkka and Maguire Wind Ranger. So we kind of got a treat of a game. Everybody's on a comfort hero. I've never seen Yala play, but again, PL is just, you get enough space on this hero, you'll do just fine. I don't know how well he's going to do into Jakiro, especially one that's being played by Turtle King and Ember Spirit Nero. And it is very interesting that they decided to throw the Ember Spirit down here, not a decision I thought that would make. Maybe looking for the bash on the Smack Tricks, but actually finding it, we'll just pop out and go for the CS. He's actually so quick already though. 364 move speed. Clockwork's such a fun hero. Oh boy. Move speed heroes are all great though. We're actually such an early lead too. They got that first blood, plus they're just, so far they're owning in terms of CS. Not quite owning, like they're drawing even bottom, but the mid matchup is really what's not going the way of Toxic Tacos. Maguire falling a little bit behind to start this one, and it's an early 1k gold lead. Ghost Pepper also dropping low top. Did get a bit of damage stolen, and with the cogs, Smack finds it perfectly placed. Usually you'll see that one pushing them away, but he found him on the very corner. As the Slardar turned this way, you're able to hit the cogs right here, and it'll still pull him in. If the Slardar runs straight there, I think the cogs pushes him away. It's a very peculiar distance in order to get people inside cogs. And yeah, usually you're leading him with that hook, so you can hit it easy, but on those kind of plays, it's weird. And I don't think that's boots on Ghost Pepper either. No, he might have had boots there, actually. He could have just bought him at Fountain and TP'd in, but we don't know. And mid 2. Sev still doing just fine. Level 5 actually. 5.5 versus Maguire, who's not even level 5 yet. Sev is having such a great game. 8 denies. Maguire with just 18 CS, 0 denies. So that's really where you start to see discrepancies come in. I mean, damn near a full level advantage. Oops. And all Sev has is 8 denies over Maguire, plus the extra CS too. But the deny is making a big difference. And bottom, Turtle King, I think he's going to go 2-1-1. I'm surprised I see a lot of people go 1 level into Liquid Fire. Smack did pause, so it looks like, yeah, we were waiting. I see a lot of people go at least 1 level into Liquid Fire just to go for the harass. Makes it way harder for people to trade with you. If you go Liquid Fire Dual Breath, like, they cannot trade hits with you. And that's what he's thinking into Tree. Like, just pop those 2 on him. And even if he pops Q to try and get that little bit of extra damage, I think you're still going to come out on top there. Just because you're able to hit him so much quicker. This isn't an attack speed slow, right? It's just a move speed slow? Yes, okay. And the same thing with Razor's Q. I think that... Is that still a slow? Does that slow attack speed and move speed? And turn rate? It just says slow. Slowing and dealing damage. Alright, that isn't very descriptive. It could be attack speed slow. It could be turn rate slow. This is nice pull by Smactrix, actually. Is going to get stunned, but you still have to be careful. This is a Clockwork with level 2 battery assault. He knows he can't go into that Batrider because of the Firefly. But Guam can still get isolated right now, especially if Smack wants to pop. The Q is going to get stunned. A nice 2-man cogs there to get some damage, but he's caught 2 heroes, so the battery assault isn't going to be very efficient. And there's just nothing that Strikers can do. He can only watch Smack die in his own prison. It's a prison made of himself. Clockwork really, Smack just trapping himself in. Maguire actually might fall mid. The boat coming in, the torrent. No, I think the boat missed. And that's, yeah, Maguire's gonna live. He hits a nice shackle on the end of that, so he wasn't able to pull the X back. Maguire living. Hit the torrent, but not the big damage dealer.
Every coin helps.
And Sev still having a good game though. You're not really angry that you missed out on something like that. Is gonna be back up in 30 seconds, so we can just throw the same combo again, and Sev, it's constant damage output from Kunkka. There's really no stopping it. Actually gonna go farm Maguire's camp to take a little bit of space away from Yala. Again, has to be very careful bottom. Nero taking a lot of damage too, but he has a salve to get his health back up, and he will be able to run back in. But yeah, they're making constant moves onto Yala. Has to very prematurely pop the doppelganger in order to get away there. He doesn't want to take any more damage than he has to, and I mean that just ends the engagement almost immediately. Sev rotating bottom with the haste rune will find Turtle King, but I think that's the only kill they're actually going to find. Nero's already in a really great position to escape from this, and yep, it's just Turtle King. Sev almost getting the last hit there. Is going to TP back mid, but it's a nice kill for Yala too, who's still struggling, I think. But with that kill to boot, like he's on top in terms of CS. I mean, first and second going to Radiant so far. USM starting the laning stage nicely. See Smack maybe thinking about going on Guam again. Guam's actually taking a lot of damage from these creeps too, but he's just farming it up. It's pretty much gone. I think maybe Smack got one of those, but now that I think about it, probably not. It is 8 stacks into those, so they are dying very quickly. One more hit, Guam will get it. And now Smack knows he can actually play really aggressive here. Guam ran the wrong way, I think. Should have waited for the Cox to come out. And no, Smack not going to keep chasing. He's just opting to go for the outpost. Guam walking away. Thought maybe he could have gone for the, ran into the neutral camp. And then also saved the flame break till the cogs came out. It's the other thing. It's the other strength of Batrider into Clockwork too. Ghost Pepper still farming top. It's pretty much completely solo at this point, but with the lane underneath the tower, he's able. Oh, I think he just misclicked. I think he just misclicked as soon as I say that. I thought he's able to find everything. Nero's actually taking a lot of damage bottom, but they're not going to keep diving. Tree had the slow, but not quite in position to follow this one up. The pull, decent timing from Turtle King. I think Tree was a little bit more focused on that one. It's taking a bit of damage again. Does have the doppelganger away. Nero running into this. They also lost Smack top. They're going to keep chasing Yala. Yala just going to take down the flame shield. No, the wand pop, and they try and turn it. Nero might have gone too far. They get the kill on the Yala, but I think they're going to lose Nero. The tower shots does get him, plus the splinter blast. Tree picking up the kill. They will find Turtle King at the same time. The creeps followed him the whole way. The X giving vision right there. Creeps MVP for that kill. Sev actually finding a decent mango tree. In the meantime, unfortunately, we did miss Smack dying top, but he is able to get some XP now in the mid lane. We might see them going on top very aggressively here. Guam doesn't have ult yet, but oh my gosh, the damage from Ghost Pepper. Level 6 Slardar, that boost is just incredible. They just explode the Razor. We'll swap over to Networth actually. Not surprised. Not surprised one bit. Sev just completely on top right now, is going for that early Radiance, and he should be able to get it at a decent timing. 10 minutes. currently, and he's on top of the net worth chart, 4.3k. He's very securely on top too. Maguire definitely fell behind from this laning stage, but this is Maguire Wind Ranger, so he's able to come back into this. They do get the X on Maguire, and this is looking like a very for sure kill, especially with the cogs plus the battery assault. Ticking down is Maguire. They have the damage, couldn't get out of the cogs. There's just no save for him. Sev making a nice play with the Tidebringer there too to get the extra damage. Didn't matter that the wind run was already used. Nero does have ult, and yeah, they can't find this. And with that Ember Spirit ult up, it's, yeah, there was no finding that too. We'll get the 10-minute bounty rune spawning, and maybe Nero looking for a kill, but I don't think he has the chains, so they can't actually chase this. Not quite gonna play too aggressive into it. Ghost Pepper just farming top. I mean, into a PL all alone, I think you can definitely do this too. There's still no defusal on him, and that bash just does so much damage. He just guessed the illusion right there. The ultimate and everything. And, well, they gotta make space for Maguire, I think. Somebody's gotta come mid and try and kill Sev. I don't know if they can do it though. It's like, do they have enough damage? We'll see them maybe making a play at bottom. There is the turn, the Wyvern ult. They will get the cogs onto Guam as well. I'm surprised Smack was actually going for the cogs on Guam, but maybe he keeps chasing for Turtle King, but no, he's dropped a little bit too low. Doesn't want to keep chasing. He's picked up his 6. Might as well go back to base and then look for a hook at some point. I think they lost both outposts too, right? I don't think Radiant had any outposts there, so USM also falling behind in terms of that. Get Nira, getting Saf quite a bit of damage, but all 3 Ember Spirit ults is not quite enough to bring him down. 50 health. Striker's living. And Turtle King just not quite there for the stun. And meanwhile, mid, Guam's rotated. They found the ultimate onto Sev, going for the kill. Do they have enough? Yes, they do. The boat flying in, but it's in vain. Sev ticking down. 4 heroes rotated mid for this. It's definitely not the most efficient rotation. It really feels like they only needed the 2, but maybe they'll just go for the tower take after this. They do have the hook on Smack, and he's also smoked, but where is his opening? Who does he want to find? Honestly, right now, it can be anybody. You don't have the Firefly on Guam. He's still getting that mana back, but the Maguire looks like the more opportune hook, especially if he's standing up front. There's no save yet. There's no Force Staff. And Guam definitely going to be the one frontlining. They will see Clockwork in the back there, and they know they need to back. I think they actually see him. The hook over into Turtle King's going to be the target. And yeah, he looks very dead. Decent kill there for Smack. And not going to find Maguire, however. You will just tank the gank if you're Turtle King. Not too angry about that, I don't think. You can't really be too angry about your cores not dying. Have Guam with ult almost up, but I think Guam needs to like ferry out some clarities or something. He's just sitting here with no health and he's picking up a bracer. He definitely needs like a clarity or a mango. Where's that mango tree actually? I thought they picked one up. Maybe that, no, that was actually other team. That's Sev's team. And I really wish it showed like where it got placed, because I don't see it anywhere. Unless they just haven't placed it yet, but I don't think so. It looks like they've placed it somewhere. Maybe it's the Roche destination. Nope. Cliff? Nope. Alright, I don't know where this mango tree is. They picked it up for sure, right? Am I going insane? No, nobody's placed it yet. Oh, no. And they still don't have tier 1 items. Dire just like not farming the jungle at all, apparently. Either that or they're just incredibly unlucky. See strikers maybe looking for something. Has to be careful. He's the only person down here, and there is still no chains on Nira, but they could potentially go for this. No. 56 damage stolen. There's also the rotation down bottom from tree to maybe turn this if they do decide to go for it. And Nira's actually taking quite a bit of damage himself too. We'll see Smack maybe looking for kills. And, well, I mean, he really hasn't had to do much this early on. Might spot out Maguire. That could potentially be his target, too. He does see him in the trees. Maguire trying to turn it with the ultimate. Smack tricks just taking damage. Maguire straight up man fighting him. Able to bring him down. Maguire runs away with 130 health. Nobody was rotating over. Sev had the haste rune, but not in time. And Maguire, the balls to turn around and just stick there and fight him. A little bit of a cage match, but pulling it off. And that is very big. That's going to slow down your clockwork. And yeah, you might not think that that's a big deal, but this hero is very important for making space. And the fact that he's feeding Maguire kills instead of killing Maguire a couple of times, I think it's going to hurt them quite a bit. See them maybe look for the bounty runes here. Just get the river one and be okay with that. Smack running for the bottom. Is able to get the cogs, but he didn't get the rune in time. Only gets the push away. Does have the hook again too. We'll see if they maybe go for another opening. You got to be careful there if you're Ghost Pepper, because that could have been a death if Smack chooses to hook into that one. Do have a smoke bottom. Maguire's really got to lead this unless Turtle King's going to hit the blind stun. Strikers is the target. Maguire leading, looking for the shackle. Looking for the shackle. It lands, but it's only level 1. The stun from Turtle King to follow it up. Nice timing there. Perfectly stacked, but they're going to find the Slardar in mid. Where's the cogs? He hasn't used him. No, they're just waiting for the X. There's the cogs now. And they will get the push away. The flame break might have just saved Ghost Pepper. Guam making the game-saving plays. The turn from Turtle King. The stun too. Guam MVP saving plays for his cores. Ghost Pepper didn't even tip the guy either. Like, come on, Ghost Pepper. Maybe this is like a practice round and you can't throw out tips, because I haven't seen a single one yet. We usually at least get like 4 or 5 at this point. At least. And what does Turtle King got actually? Just a couple of awards. He's not doing too bad. I mean, he's still quite far behind in terms of net worth, but Wyvern's about the same. Yeah, you got your boots. That's about it. And you can look at Kunkka's items too. Is have that relic now. So again, it's going to be a decent timing. Sev 1, 1, and 2 has only died the one time so far. Look at Yala too, because that's the other hero you have to pay attention to. Is going for that Mansa first into Diffusal. I can't quite remember like what most people do if you go Mansa first, or if you go the Diffusal first, but Yala choosing to do the Mansa first this time. And maybe that's the decision every single time, right? Because especially into a Slardar too, you want to be able to purge off the debuff. And a couple of different things that'll help you out with. Purge off the chains as well if they somehow land onto you. So actually Turtle King just parking his illusion next to the outpost. Ooh, oh boy, it's not even late yet. Nira got a decent start too onto that Maelstrom. Did farm bottom this whole time, and he really hasn't left the entire game. In fact, I don't think I've seen him leave once. Do I have any on deaths? Yeah, actually, Tree still hasn't died yet on the support Wyvern. Posting some very nice stats to start this. Potentially see Sev running top. They might try and find something, but it's very passive play. And I really don't think you want to be this passive when you have the Clockwork and the Kunkka. Maybe now is the time to find something. They get the cogs, but it's killed off the creep. They don't hit it. Actually didn't pop it at all. They'll just bait it out. Guam getting ulted. Might die here. No, Guam just fine. They still have the hook too, but how do they want to initiate? With that Radiance now on Sev, do they really want to keep chasing this? I think they noticed it too, and they're just like, yeah, we do not want to fight this right now. So they're not going to continue to chase. They don't want to go past the tier 1. Don't want to risk it, and I think very smart play there from both teams. Like, you're not overcommitting. They're not both just diving into tier 1s, which you usually see a lot of these teams do. That's a very disciplined play there. I'm surprised this Sentry isn't dead. I think they can see it. No, I think Smack sees it. No, he doesn't. What? Somebody sees it. Still, it's pretty much completely free space for Yala. Like, nobody is stopping Yala. Complete farming spree. And it's led to a 3k gold lead early on. Starting to catch up to Sev on the Kunkka, but he's on his own team, so he feels pretty good about that one. Actually, the jump from Guam with the blink, they had vision. The stun from Turtle King placed very well. They're going to keep going too with the chains from Nira. It's going to be 2 kills in the top lane, but who's going to get the kill on the Wyvern? It's going to be Tree's first death. It'll be Guam too. Rightfully so. Got the initiation onto the Razor, found the opening, and that's exactly what you need to get back into this game. I mean, they weren't really like out of it, but the 3k gold lead was definitely going to start building, especially when Sev has that Radiance so quickly before 20 minutes. His farm is going to accelerate very soon here. And even with those kills, they're still up 4k, but it's mostly they took the tower, so we'll see that cut back down. But you'll take the 2 kills top and maybe look at mid for the very next engagement. The problem is you're playing into a clockwork, so you have to take all of these engagements so carefully. Like, you do not want to get your core heroes hooked. You can take it on the Ember, but you can't on Maguire yet. And Maguire actually going for a 4-staff. Should have it very soon here. And in fact, I think he does have it in like a couple of creeps, so help him out quite a bit.
Are those cracks in Dire's top tower?
And Yala's still just going untouched too.
Dire's top tower is under
Just farming enemy jungle now. He's swapped lanes quite a bit. I think he's finding his space very well.
tower is under attack.
Yala doing a very good job at that.
Their structures.
Creating his own space really, and killing off these towers too. He's killed the bottom tower. He's killed the top tower now. All the tier 1 towers gone for toxic tacos. And they've found the kills, but can they find the structures? It's only the 1 tower so far. Smack missing a hook.
On Dire's top tower.
Tried to hit the blind hook on the Turtle King, but just missing.
Tower shouldn't have to take this abuse.
And well, that's an engagement they'd like to get back. This bottom tier 1 not gonna fall, however. Are happy with that. Sorry, I'm very tired. Maybe get the jump from Guam. Tree is the very first target. The shackle gonna hit though, plus the chains coming in from Nira. The ultimate even used by Turtle King, and they really wanted to get rid of Wyvern there and just stop the heal from coming, making a little bit more space. They don't have the clockwork hook, and I think they saw it too, so a very strong time for Dire. Jumping forward as Guam gets the ultimate onto the Kunkka, and there's the damage. The Slardar Wind Ranger combo cannot stand up to it, and even if you have the mischance, there's just too many attacks coming out from Maguire. Easy kills in the bot lane, perfectly engaged, and again, it's really up to Guam having himself a game.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Like, every single pick they've gotten, it's really been Guam at the very head of it.
What's happening to Radiant's bottom tower?
And, I mean, potentially they could find Yala too. He is taking their outpost, but look at how quickly those illusions die. See Maguire maybe looking at mid. Has the 4-staff now, so not feeling too bad. And this is the point where Clockwork is starting to feel pretty like hasn't really found that many kills yet. Again, I really just think you have to play more up tempo with this hero. Like, you cannot, I mean, it's what he's trying to do right now too. He's going for some smokes. It's just the 2 of them trying to find something. Is it going to be Guam? I don't think that's the target. Take the outpost. Pretty much solo Turtle King in the area as well, but does Smack hit the hook this time? Does he really want to go this deep too? This is right next to a tier 2, so they're going to have to be careful, but Smack opting out of it, I think. The rocket flying over. They do spot Maguire too, but in from the back is Nira. Smack looking for the battery assault, or the battery assault cogs, not finding it. Hard to hit on the Ember. Actually, still just gonna be Yala. I mean, every time I cut to Yala, it's just like, yeah, he's farming. Maguire is catching up, however. Let's have that MKB. We actually might get an engagement here. Somebody got X'd. I'm not quite sure who. It was actually McGuire. The hook forward. Missed. It's on to Ancient Creeps. He gets the turn too. Killing himself is McGuire on that Blade Mail, missing the power shot and the kill on the Smack, but I think they'll keep chasing. They also use the Wyvern ult as well. Yella trying to chase out Smack, or Turtle King will eventually find the kill. McGuire's found a kill in the back as well on the Smack. They've also killed off the Wyvern, but at the same time, there goes Guam, and I think Ghost Pepper to follow. Misses the attack. The Radiants doing work here. A double kill for Sev. And Razor doesn't die because of the mischance. Impressive. I mean, yeah, you come out on top, but it's still pretty expensive, I think. All your cores lived, and you killed 3 of the supports in the offlaner from Toxic Tacos. Nero going for a BKB to follow this one up, and that's really going to allow him to just jump into these fights a lot more aggressively, because he has to kind of sit on the outskirts right now. They only find those 2 kills because they split up so badly. Smack just got way too far forward. The fact that he missed that hook too really set them up, or at least set the Clockwork up to die. The rest of their team still did okay, since they're able to find some kills with that Wyvern ult. Tree doing a nice job there, just catching some heroes out. Not really getting the damage from it, but it's more just the setup for the rest of their heroes to run in. Razor can get some damage sapped, and it's going to lead to a successful fight from then on. Do we have the second Wyvern ult coming up too, but it's a smoke. And Toxic Taco is a really aggressive smoking team. Or, I mean, Guam for sure being one of them, but the Shackle, it comes forward. The Flame Break knocked him back into it. It's an easy double kill. McGuire threw it out at the right time, and again, it's really Guam too with the Flame Break. Perfectly played from Guam. I don't know if he intended that, but yeah, they're the ones taking the tempo here. Like they're popping smokes. They're constantly trying to find picks, and they're definitely getting them. There is a 4-staff here on Guam. Needs to wait it out. The X coming, and the Shackle once again from McGuire gets the pull as well. Razor is coming all the way back. Does have the sap if he wants to use it, but they just get the turn with the halberd now on Sev. Jumping forward is Nero. They find the kill on the Razor. They're finding the kill on the Tree as well. Can they get Sev? He is very tanky with that halberd plus the Radiance, but Nala now rotating over. Smacks missed the hook. Yala's trying to find a kill. Has got it on the Guam. Is going to get it on the Turtle King. Not going to find McGuire, however, because he can just sprint away. It looks like they never got enough damage into Kunkka. Yeah, he's just too tanky. Or he didn't have the halberd. It was actually Razor with the halberd there. Okay, I thought for sure Kunkka was going to be going for that first instead of the Shivas. But it is actually the Razor picking that one. Sev going for a BKB of his own. Nice rotation there from Yala. Really picked the timing well. And I think we got a bot back too. Yeah, Wyvern bot back treated. So it's still a 2 for 2. And I think slightly that leans towards Toxic Tacos, just a little bit, since the lead was already in Radiant's favor and you do not want to be trading quite. But, I mean, your cores still aren't dying if you're USM. So that is the very upside you have to look at. Both of these teams, I forgot to mention. Oh, no, Toxic Tacos has 1 loss in terms of like a 1-2-0. Only 1, though. So this... They do end up losing both these games, it would be their second. And USM has not lost a single series. They've only tied 3 times. They've only lost 3 games total through 15, I believe, is the total played. Or 16 at this moment. So definitely. And you can kind of see why, too. I think Yala is really just playing really well. Like, finding space by himself. Like, it doesn't really matter what Toxic Tacos is trying to do. Again, he's timing his engagements very well. They're going to find Turtle King. I didn't even realize he had hit the hook onto him. To eventually get that kill. And Sev actually farming really well too. A really great start. I would tip. That was sick ice path. Rip. Yep, that's why we don't have tips. Okay. We'll get the ticket next game, I'm sure. Nobody can forget 2 games in a row. Get the pupil's gift. On to Razor, that's actually very good. I mean, Paladin Sword. Over on that PL, we'll actually just check neutral items really quick. PL Kunkka, Orb of Destruction Kunkka, Repair Kit, Spider Legs, and they still need one more. Quickening Charm. I'm surprised Guam hasn't picked up the Quickening Charm. Honestly, maybe that's actually what he's getting right now. Yep. Seems like a prime item for him. A nice regen too. It's going to be a late rotation over in Nirosh. How do they really want to engage this? Because it's falling very quickly. Nira jumping in with the Spirit. He pops BKB, but it's really early. Yala has that hard. He's just so tanky. Wyvernal completely on to Nira. That BKB is being wasted now. Is going to be completely gone. They also get the Torrent at the same time. Yala gets the Aegis perfectly timed from Seb. They guarantee them getting the Aegis, but Seb is going to drop now in the middle of this. Yala able to go ham though with that Aegis. The hook coming in. It was right next to McGuire. They find the kill on McGuire. The extra magic damage. Striker's trying to throw out something to survive this, but Yala just can't be stopped right now. Running out of Ghost Pepper. And, well, I mean, the only struggle Yala's having is who to kill. Cannot quite find the targets. You've lost 3 heroes, but he's still running at Glom. The sprint, they don't have a stun. And just the target acquisition not quick enough. They don't lose very many heroes. You have killed off McGuire. However, it's just Turtle King and McGuire. Turtle King really did his job, though. Just got all of his abilities down. Unfortunately, they do lose the Roche there. And to a PL as well. But I don't think they're killing PL even a single time at this point. It's so hard to get on top of him. Especially when you have to go through a Razor and a Kunkka at the same time. And this is a Razor with the Halberd. It's a Kunkka with the Shivas. Like, you're not getting on top of PL. You really just have to wait for Ayala to mess up, and I haven't seen it happen thus far. 5-1-5. Very impressive performance. And again, maybe it's up to Guam to find the lasso onto a PL, but even then, it's like you can't bring him down in time. He's got the heart already. You can't bring him down twice, for sure. He's going to have to wait till this Aegis is gone, and Radiance will look for an opening right now. I think that's just going to be pushing down mid, pushing down bottom. Something here. You got to go while you still have this Aegis. You have all your heroes up as well.
Double damage.
Smack trick with the hook again. And Striker getting closer to that BKB. They could wait for the BKB on Strikers, but I don't think so. I think they'll just go. They know they have the Aegis on Yala. Yala can just hive past tier 4s and be completely A-okay. There's no turn. Like, you hit a Jakiro stun, maybe. Guam getting caught out in the trees. Can he fly over them, though? He's just going to break them behind him. And he might actually get away here. There is Giala just not quite doing enough. That diffusal slow didn't last quite long enough to pick that one up. The 4-staff away from Turtle King, and now Yala just has to back. Does hit the shackle, but can they bring him down once? The stun coming in, plus the BKB, but no, the save from Tree. They've popped 2 BKBs already, so McGuire's still gonna chase out. They have gotten him. Finally, Nero doing the last tick, but do they really want to stay here? It feels like a dangerous spot to be in. A nice stun from Turtle King, who is just playing excellently this fight, plus the shackle on Yala. They're getting him really low. McGuire needs to keep that ult on top of him, needs to stay on top of Yala, but McGuire's dropping so low. Yala gets the focus. McGuire is falling. Seb to fall as well. Nira is ticking down from a lot of that Radiance burn, but Yala throwing out the Q. It hits Nira. It's a double kill for Nira. A killing spree for Smack. Can they find Ghost Pepper? They're getting the slows, plus the defusal onto that Slardar. Yala dodging the stun from Ghost Pepper. Goes straight back in. Gets a triple kill. Got caught in the cogs as well. And I think they can just go after the tier 3s, but there is a triple buyback now. Nira needs to go for it. They have gotten the no lasso on the Bat Rider. They find Yala with the chains, but they're chasing the illusion. Yala baited them all. Yala going for the TP. He needs to hit the stun. He does. Yala getting shackled up. Needs to run away from this one. He doesn't have BKB. He just needs to try and turn it with the illusions. Hide himself within a crowd, but I don't think he can do it. He's slowly ticking down. He's got caught in the Shakira. He's running another illusion away. He can't do it. He almost pulls off the illusion bait. It was so close, but he TPs underneath the tower vision, and there was just too many heroes there. You had the Jagearo stun, plus the Wind Ranger stun to worry about. Now the rest of Radiant has to just run away, tail through the legs as quickly as they can. They didn't even take the tier 2 there, and the entire fight happens in this area. Oh boy. And I mean, that's kind of what you expect from these late game PL fights, though. It's just chaos all over the place. They did get him once, almost got him twice, but it's really just coming down to Maguire just can't stay alive that long. And the Aegis really makes the difference, too. Now that they don't have it, I think Maguire can kill the PL, but he's got to be on top of Nala the entire fight. Or Yala, sorry. Still doesn't have that BKB yet either, but maybe he just stays at Maguire. Popping BKB is doing a decent amount of damage to that Blade Mill. Getting a couple misses, but I don't think it's actually going to matter. The change as well, plus the stun. They've killed off the Kuka, hooking through to the creeps. Is Smack Tricks. They do get a nice ultimate from their Wind Ranger, but Ghost Pepper is just way too tanky for this. Guam blinking forward. No, he got taunted. Does have the double force step, but couldn't quite get the lasso. He's lost the mana for it too, so Guam can't follow it up. They get the shackle into Strikers, and I think he's gonna take down with the Slaughter ult on top of him, plus the Egg's ability as well. Smack getting a nice cogs out on a Maguire, but they can't actually find a kill. No, the hook forward. Smack is able to find it. I think, no, the shackle from Maguire. He's gonna take down the tower. That's a dieback. 100 seconds without Maguire. Smack's still running forward. Everybody's so low, and Smack is the most healthy one. And Yala has now spawned once again. I don't think that's a buyback. No, that's actually just the spawn. They've killed off Maguire, got in his dieback. What a play from Smack. I think just saving, I mean, he makes sure they don't throw, for sure. I didn't think he would quite get it, but the tower has his back there, the tier 2 mid one. If only you could tip towers. Again, we didn't tick it, so you can't tip it all. I'm surprised he hasn't gone for a 4-staff yet, honestly. It really feels like a very necessary item in this game, but he is going for that Agnums. Not a fan of the Clockwork Agnums, I'm going to be honest. Really shows that Smack cannot get tilted either. I think he misses the hook to start that fight, just completely into creeps, but you know, it goes so long that it doesn't matter. He recovers and gets a kill onto one of the biggest heroes in the game right now, keeping Maguire down, and this net worth on the PL is really starting to get out of control. Let's have that Crystallis is going for, oh god, Bloodthorn. I can't believe I forget these item names. BKB still waiting on it from Strikers. He's lost his whip too. What is happening? What? That's just like lost the string part of it, or the rope part of it. That's weird. It's just the handle, unless that's the cosmetic, but that doesn't look right. So got a Blade Mill on Sev. He's going for an eggs of his own. The Torrent Storm should be very useful. Are these items you really want to wait until the next fight for? Potentially, I think you just wait for the Roche to come up, and you know, if you get him in time, like, good. Maguire's still catching this out. Does have the 7-second BKB left, but he's used quite a bit of it, and it's pretty much, yeah, it's the same for Nira. So Ghost Pepper is coming kind of surprised with this Agnums. I didn't actually see that he picked it up. No, the hook from Smack finding out Turtle King, but he has the 4-staff too. Smack's used the cogs, I think, a bit too early. They will miss out on this one. Potentially get USS Guam. Looking for maybe an engagement, but I don't really think he can find anybody. Y'all are just sending all of the illusions mid. They might actually try and find a kill top. Heals up onto Smack Tricks. He needs to hit the hook away, but Guam with the lasso if he wants to use it. No, Smack is making it a bit easier with these cogs too. A nice stun from Turtle King. 0 setup, but again, I think that cogs helps out quite a bit. And he just gets locked in completely. Chains from Nira. 4-second chains. God damn. To end up actually going for that talent. Nowhere near 30. I wonder what he goes for at 25. I think you always just go the Sleight of Fist charges, especially since he's going this right-click build too with the Crystallis coming up. See if Yala's got the Bloodthorn yet. Not quite there. He could buy it, but you probably save for buyback here. And Chrysalis is giving you a decent damage bump too. So still a good item. I think you're pretty happy with that. You might as well just save for the buyback. McGuire potentially going for eggs? What is this?
Chipped away.
Eggs? What is this? What the fuck? It is eggs, right? Yes, yes it is. It just looks super weird with the Hurricane Pike like channeled up next, and I was just like, what? Why is there so many agi strength items in there? Actually, is only 2,000 gold or 1,000 gold away from that. Sorry.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom
See
tower
AC
is
maybe
under
up on a Ghost Pepper too.
Radiant's top tower deserves just as much
Nira's
help
gone
as
for the
Dire's
Shivas
bottom
as
tower is
well.
under attack.
The Maelstrom has had it for quite a bit. That Roche still not quite up yet. 30 seconds till that one is spawned. And this big boy is really going to spell out who wins the next fight too. Whoever takes Roche, I think, wins the game. Whoever wins this Roche fight wins the game. There was a point where I think Toxic Tacos couldn't come back, but they played so nicely. I think they're one of the teams in this league that's actually using their smokes a lot more efficiently than some of the other teams. And it's keeping them in these games because they just find picks. They find picks with Guam playing incredibly well. Like, Turtle Kings hit some clutch stuns. This is exactly what we expected from Turtle King Jakiro. McGuire, as usual, hitting some sick shackle shots. And I really don't think it's really been like a breakout game from Ghost Pepper or Nira. But, I mean, you aren't feeding, which is the main thing. Like, they haven't just thrown this game completely off the rails. 4-2 for Nira. Still a really good performance. And the same thing for Ghost Pepper, too. Same time, Sev still feels pretty tanky. So you are starting to have to focus. Like, McGuire has to focus on the PL. And that's why you can't lose this Roshan fight either. Because, again, you cannot kill this PL twice. Yala is not going to die twice. The 4K gold lead still. But, I mean, at this point in the game, it's like 4K gold lead. It's all on PL. PL's got one more item to get before he's completely full. It is going to be the Abyssal. On top, it's pretty much even. It's pretty much even. Well, does have the Bloodthorn up. Is going to go for the Abyssal. Get rid of that Wraith Band, and I think you probably go bots. And that'll finish it off. Maybe you get rid of the Diffusal, too. Maybe you get rid of the Diffusal. But, I mean, what do you really replace it with? We'll see. We'll see. I'm not going to look at items right now. I'm not going to go on a shopping spree. I'm not actually in the game. I'm just surprised Smack is going for eggs, honestly. I really don't think Clock Eggs is very good. Like, I think it's one of the worst items in the game, honestly. Like, it's definitely the worst, like, one of the worst Agnums in the game that people buy for some reason. Guam going forward. This is a really aggressive pull because the entire team is so close. They get the X too, but I don't think it's a time. No, the X was actually onto the Wyvern. He needs to get his ult up, but he can't. He's dead in time. Turtle King with the nice stun. There is the buyback on the Wyvern. Tree needs to run back into this fight. They're trying to bring down Ghost Pepper, but he just sprints away. This is all in the river. This is exactly where you want to fight if you are a starter. They're going to catch out Guam. He does force staff over into the Roche pit, maybe deny himself to Roche, but no, it's not going to happen. The X was there. The hook missing from Smack. They might be able to find Jakiro on the end of this. Does get the X. Ice Path missing. It does eventually hit Strikers, who runs into it. And Turtle King might actually live here. Sev running in for the big hit, but no, the turn is there from Wyvern. They get the kill on the Turtle King, but they've used a big ultimate for it, and that's a lot of control gone. McGuire's just able to focus up onto the Kunkka, and he's hitting himself. He's doing too much damage off the blade mail. McGuire has to back. He might just fall to the rocket. He does. Smack finds the kill, then kill off McGuire again. He has to use the buyback. The same for Nira, who's also fallen. Nira jumping back in. They get the kill on Nukunka. They use the buyback very effectively there, but now Nira just needs to get out. He's taking so much damage from Yala. There's the sleight of fist. It's lasting so long. The shackle, the root onto Yala. Smack the hook back in on the two. Nira gets force staffed away, still surviving. Guam flying away as well. Is going to try and focus back up. He hits the chains from Nira. Nira, and now completely alone is Smack Trick. None of the rest of his team is able to help him anymore. They've lost the Kunkka, they've lost strikers, and it's gonna be Roche. Into a Slardar for sure. This is gonna be Roche. A very quick one at that. Smack needs to buy back. Like right now, Smack needs to buy back. Potentially gets the steal here, but it's going really quickly. He needs to get here in time. It's going to be gone, I think, before he's able to throw the hook off. Turtle King doing a nice job blocking this one out. He needs to hit the field goal, but Smack not going to go for it. Roche is going Toxic Taco's way, and I did say whoever got that Roche would win the game. That a very impressive performance. The clock eggs, yes. Yes. No, dude, it's just like, I think the buff you give it, oh, that's ridiculous, actually, that you can run through trees like that. I think the buff that it needs is when Clockwork stuns himself, it also stuns people in an AoE through BKB or something like that. Like, so it doesn't just stun Clockwork. I think that would be legit. And make it a little bit more worthwhile, but maybe it'd make it too OP then. Like, if it didn't go through BKB, it'd be a little bit more balanced. They find Nira with the hook. He's able to get the ultimate away, but it's straight over into Strikers. He's throwing the ultimate back as well. Is he going to use it in time? No. He's just going to tick down. This is his dieback. He has to pop the cheese. He doesn't have another spirit. When is he going to go back to it? It's completely back into Smack, however, so I think he's just going to die. Yeah, he gets silenced up, not finding the kill. That's a dieback from Nira, and a very crucial one. What a hook from Smack. Finding that kill for his team, and was underneath the ward too, but just a very crucial hook for them to hit. 100 seconds without the Ember Spirit, and that's a lot of their deep push gone. Even if you have the Aegis, like you can't defend this with just the Wind Ranger alone.
A soldier's fortune.
Wait, am I just reading his eggs wrong? How does it counter force staff? What? They changed again? Ooh, that's a nice hook. He was right on top of the ward. Ghost Pepper has no way to get out of this one. But I think it's not going to matter because the rest of the team is actually still pushing yet. It's just Turtle King with the ultimate trying to push away the creep wave, but he's actually going to miss a majority of it. So it is going to be Rax gone, and they've taken all the tier 2s as well, so they can just keep going. It's going to be top lane of Rax next. Still 60 seconds without that Ember Spirit, and there is no stopping this one. Could potentially get the Megas too in 50 seconds. They do pop the repair kit onto the tower, but it's not going to be enough. There's the BKB from McGuire trying to jump in, gets the ultimate over onto the PL, 4 staff out, trying to find the kill. They've also gotten the Slaughter ult too, but it's not enough damage. McGuire gets silenced up and critted. The torrent coming through. McGuire's dead. He doesn't have BKB coming back into this one. Does get the spawn. They need another stun on the yellow, but I don't think they can focus him at this point. Ghost Pepper popping BKB. The Wyvern ult there just to lock him down. It doesn't actually hit anybody. The Shackle is going to hit, but I don't think they can actually follow it up with anything. It should save Ghost Pepper, however. And they've made this space for now. They saved the top racks. They made something happen, and here's Guab. Guab potentially saving the game. No, the nice X. He's used him to stop the X from happening, and they don't find the kill. Turtle King could hit the stun too, but how do they start this? Shackle gonna miss. There's the stun from Turtle King. Again, Smack just locking himself in with the cogs. 125 seconds without the Clockwork since he buyed to try and save the Roche there. Yeah, I totally am reading the eggs wrong. What is this? Resets Clockwork's ability cooldowns and grants him bonus move and attack speed for a duration. Clockwork becomes stunned after the duration runs out. Okay, so you like hook in, pop your everything. Actually, I think it gives you double battery salt, or it just gives you double the time. I can't remember which one it does because I've literally never bought it. But you use all your abilities, I think. Maybe use the cogs to actually push somebody back instead of locking them in. And then you pop it, you're going to have that second cogs coming up. You're able to kill your own cogs quicker. So essentially realign yourself. I am a little surprised he hasn't gone for 4 staff yet, though. That is the one thing that I really think Smack needs to get. Have a camera is very good on him. Get McGuire. I love this eggs on Wind Ranger so much. I don't like it as, like, the original was kind of boring, but it was really good. This one's like, you don't get the damage boost, but oh my gosh, you can move around. You're essentially Weaver. You're essentially Weaver, is what Wind Ranger becomes. If there was only some other way to reduce the cooldown, or yeah, there actually is with the ultimate there, but the level 30 Wind Ranger is pretty nice. He's doing a decent amount of damage, only 10% damage reduction. Yeah, okay. Getting X over on the Strikers just to play it safe. And the fact that they're up 12k and still playing this one safe, I think that just shows, like, they want to win this game, and they really know how to do it, too. They are the top team in League of Lads right now, up by 1 point on Handsome Athletic Men. So I think this is definitely one that if they win, put them exclusively at the top. I can't remember. I think I casted Ham's game. It was like 2 nights ago, a night ago. It was a 1-1. So they actually are tied on top right now. But playing patiently. Just waiting until they have a couple of items up. Making sure they don't have any unnecessary deaths before they get the push. They just want to make sure they get the full fight. You have your Wyvern. Like, you might as well just make sure that you're getting the most out of all of your heroes here. Oh, it just replaces it. Okay, and it doesn't add to the time either. Okay. That's kind of unfortunate. See Smack picking up. They're gonna get all 4 batting runes, which is pretty nice. Did give away the outpost again, but I mean, at this point the outpost really doesn't matter. It's just for the TP. Wire's still sitting mid. The Yala's actually just running into Guam, but they don't find the pole. They can't hit the lasso either. I don't think they actually know which one is real. Still just tree. Throwing out the Splinter Blast, trying to keep the wave pushed out. I'm surprised they're not focusing top a bit more. Or bottom, actually. Potentially could just go for the ultimate play here. Just TP into the outpost and go for a fight, maybe. But I think Toxic Tacos is okay, waiting for the high ground. At the same time, too, Smack maybe looks for a hook. Only target over here is Guam, and again, it's not really the best target in the world. Guam's actually very far out right now. Could potentially get caught out by Sev. Has to be careful. It does have that 4-staff Yules, though, so that X combo is not going to be there. Get the X. Guam going for the Yules. Spot him out in the trees, but at the same time we got a fight starting. The nice shackle to start it from McGuire. It's the Razor plus the Clockwork. Ghost Pepper cannot get off the stun. The Clockwork 25 paying off, and Nero still in the chains, getting caught out. Ghost Pepper with the killing spree. They're gonna catch out Turtle King too. A nice 4-staff there from McGuire to save his own life. Yala still trying to bring down Turtle King. Will eventually get him. Took a long time. The rest of his team falling pretty low, chasing this one out. They need to try and bring down Ghost Pepper. Again, it's another X. He just can't get out. He just keeps getting X'd over and over again, but I think now is finally the time. Running forward, Yala getting stunned by the Jakiro. No, he's actually able to dodge it. Just barely, and there's only one hero dying the buyback almost immediately, but now McGuire back in, does get silenced, doesn't take too much damage. A nice stun in from Turtle King, but is there going to be enough damage? No, the Torrent saves his life for now. Nira gets 4-staffed out, plus the BKB able to run out. Ghost Pepper almost certainly dead, not going to survive this one with the BKB on top of all of those heroes, is able to run away, but it's just space created at this point. No, he's actually going to live. The illusion's not able to find him. Turtle King with the 2-man stun, plus the ultimate, doing so much damage to Strikers. Strikers still caught in the middle of this. Ghost Pepper is here to throw out his ult. He needs to pop BKB. Strikers still trying to run away. At the same time, McGuire running through the trees, popping the spider legs tree, trying to find the kill up the hill. Doppelganger Yalla trying to chase, is not going to find him. Again, mid. Strikers getting caught out. Turtle King with another stun. Turtle King is finding them all of these kills. Tree going for the slow onto Turtle King. Now the TP out. Smack missing the hook, and I think that's going to be the death of them. Is popping the eggs too to try and get the second hook, but he hooks his own teammate. Yalla forward with the Abyssal. They had vision high ground. Popping the BKB is Ghost Pepper, not the BKB. Sorry, it's been the Minotaur Horde this whole time. Oh boy. And I think only like 2 heroes died. 3 heroes died that entire engagement. 3. And it lasted how long? Hardly any. Everybody's just so damn hard to kill. Yalla finally going into Roche. They popped that Lincoln's too, and I don't think Toxic Tacos knows this is happening. Definitely not going to see it on time. Nobody's actually running over to check this. They finally use the scan, but the Roche getting very low very quickly. And I don't think they're going to get near in time. It needs to be the Slardar jumping in, and he needs to just blink in and go for it at this point. It is going to be not in time. The Roche, the Aegis still on the ground, but can they find it? Plus the refresher, no. Seb finds the Aegis. They didn't get it on Nala, however, and I think that's really the target that they wanted on. The nice Wyvern all plus the stun into Seb. Seb's got that Aegis, though. Seb falling very low. Nero just focusing into him. There's the heal from his Wyvern. His Wyvern saving him for now. Smack also on the front. Misses the hook onto McGuire. McGuire's so low, though. Again, popping the eggs. Doesn't run back into his. Smack is playing very efficiently with it. The rapier pickup in the middle of the fight. Yalla running back into this is gonna do so much damage, finding Ghost Pepper, but not actually able to find the kill. Gets the silence, but not enough hits. The torrent over on the Turtle King. They get the kill on that pesky dragon with a couple of boats, but Smack Trick's tipping down. Is a dieback on Turtle King, and at the same time, Yalla's killed off Nira at the back of the fight, back in the middle. That's a dieback on Nira. The shackle over on the 7. Yalla's getting everybody. Focus is down. McGuire not bought back yet. There's the buyback. Guam going for the TP, does get it. I think he missed the X. I think he missed the X. Either that or that was the Yules. I think it was the Yules. But again, the big thing is you killed off Nira, and there's no buyback. They just can't deal with the PL, with the rapier now too. Like, again, the amount of balls on Yalla just to buy that middle of the fight and then run in. It's on to the tier 4s. They want to end this game right now. They're blink forward with the Abyssal Blade on to Turtle King. That's a dieback too if they get it, but no. Seb falling. There's no Aegis on this one. He is going to buy back, is going for the TP in with those bots, I believe. Yes, he just bought them. They're still chasing it into the fountain. Yalla getting a little bit out of focus right now. I don't think they want to dive this far. Just get back and focus on the Ancient, but they're going to try and find Ghost Pepper. Ghost Pepper's got buyback, so it can still be 3v4. And about to be 3v5 with Tree spawning very soon. Yalla chasing forward, does have that rapier, make sure he does not die. Guam potentially going for the lasso, but no, the buyback, the wicked stick, double kill for Yalla. They also kill McGuire off, and that's really the kill that they want. There is no damage left. They pull somebody in the fountain, but now they can't stop Yalla. Nira up in 7 seconds. They don't have Fortify, so this Ancient's gonna die so quickly. Nira needs to really get out here and start doing something. They need to start bringing down these heroes. The Clockwork's doing a lot of damage too, jumping for Nira, but does he do enough damage? It's gotta be on the PL, getting focused by the PL. Nira barely has a BKB left. He's gonna get Abyssal too. Nira gets killed. Oh no, he's still alive. He's able to get out. Nira doesn't die. The Ancient's still a half health. This stun from Turtle King, creating space for now. Dropping lower as Yalla, but the heal from Tree, it's in time. The Ancient's still falling lower. Strikers is just trying to use that ultimate to bring it down. They finally get it. I can't believe it. It almost goes down to the wire. Oh my gosh, Toxic Tacos trying everything they could. Fortunately, McGuire just dying there at the end, and they just didn't have enough damage for Yalla. 15-2 performance, didn't die a single time after the first, well, yeah, pretty much from the end of the game on. Twice very spread out deaths, picks up that rapier, and it's game over from Boy, from there, he didn't even have to focus the Ancient in that fight either. Dropped a bit low, but it's really just up to Strikers. And I'm surprised Strikers didn't have an Aegis, honestly. Or not an Aegis, Agnums. And we do need the ticket on this one, please. And Guam is in this party. I'm actually in this party too. I kind of forgot about that. But, damn, what a performance. Like, everybody played really well that game, I think. That was, like, one of the closest games I've casted in a while. Even though at a lot of the game, USM was in the lead, it just didn't feel like it was truly over until the Ancient had fallen. And even when it's, like, the Ancient's half health, it's, like, quarter health, it still feels like Toxic Tacos was in it. But we will go to a game 2. Very excited for it. I don't think it will be that close once again, but we'll see. Go a 60-minute game to start the night here. Just incredible. We will get this one ticketed. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get a drink of water so I don't lose my voice. But be right back. All right. Very quick break. I was hoping they would go longer, but it was actually pretty quick. Did you get into game 2? Head admin not ticketing the game. Yep, unfortunately. But yes, this is game 2. USM did win game 1. I can actually update the stream too. As we will just do the respective. It is 0-1 right now, USM on the right side. I don't want to all chat. I probably shouldn't all chat. It's probably a bad idea. I was going to give Guam shit because it actually is 1-0 now, but whatever. I'll just let him play. We do get the puck ban again, plus the Void Spirit. And I'll actually write this down too. What is it? USM on Radiant once again. Okay. On to game 2. Who got first pick this time? Okay, they just swapped first pick. So the puck ban to start, plus the Void Spirit starting ban for Toxic Tacos. And what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Starter ban as well, feeling like that was a big issue. Again, honestly, I think that's a really good learning game last game too. These two teams should totally be scrim partners if they aren't already, because like you're able to learn a lot about the game when your matchups are this close, and it felt like every single lane was pretty even. I mean, McGuire kind of got outplayed middle, but still is able to get back into the game relatively quickly because it's MX God out there. And they do ban out Guam's Batrider too. That is 2 respect bans in the start here. And Nero actually changing nothing about their draft. Except for they ban out the Void Spirit and the Snapfire. And Snapfire was banned by USM last game. They are letting the Ench through. which is what Smack will end up picking first. And we're just going very quickly. Smack wants to play the clock again. Didn't get it respect ban and is saying, well, you probably should have thought about it. Because he is just going to pick it up. And the Lich Doom opener for Nira. And then the Grimstroke coming after it. So I think the Ember was a really good pick again. They could go for it. I think you definitely think about banning out the Ember here if you're Smack. The Grimstroke's kind of weird, but it does pair decently with the Doom very well. I mean, that's the combo they're probably looking for. So Smack's just like, I don't want to play against that shit right now. So let's just get rid of it.
5 seconds remaining.
And PL at the same time. So again, they don't want to play against that cheese for the second time in a row. Nira is going for the respect ban there. Hell of a performance from Yala. I don't know if you give. Wait, who am I missing right now? Nier? Oh, god damn it, that is Nier. Anyways, Yala, Nier, same thing. Just replace Yala with Nier. Hell of a performance from Nier. Like, seriously. Like, only dying twice that entire game. Let me see if I can get Target in here.
Radiant team pick.
Okay. I just invited him to Discord. Lifestealer pickup as well. I mean, you have a vehicle for him in the Doom.
Remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
You have a vehicle for him in the Doom, although it could also be a block pick too. They go for the Slark ban, which is interesting, and then as well as the Razor ban too. Straight respect bans, like so many in this game. We're seeing both teams to kind of change up their strategy quite a bit and really just beat them, which is it's what you want to see, right? Like you want to see a team beat you, not just playing the same heroes over and over again. And I mean, both teams are saying, you know what? Let's get that close of a game, but play completely different heroes this time. So, see. Still getting that Bane. Bane is actually pretty nice in the Lifestealer as well. But I think Doom is just going to focus the Enchantress every single time in the fights, unless they pick something like a Storm or an Ember, or Void Spirit's gone. But yeah, one of these heroes. Although I don't think you play a Storm in the Lifestealer. I mean, you could go for the Kunkka again, honestly. They haven't banned it out either. But into a Doom, I don't know if that's exactly the best. Toxic Tacos went all out for their logo, and then they just didn't make the banners correctly. They're so close, but they didn't make the banners correctly. So close. Actually, both teams are close. No, I casted a USM game last week. Was it last week or was it yesterday? I can't remember now. Because I remember that logo, but I don't know when I last casted them. Maybe it was used in a in-house or something that I casted. Anyways, they still need a Nira hero. Unless Nira's going to be playing the Lifestealer, they still need a Maguire hero. They still need a Guam hero as well. I don't think you put Guam on Lich. I really like Guam on like playmaking heroes, such as the Bat Rider. I think he'd be decent on Clockwork. They obviously don't have it this game. Maybe a Spirit Breaker. Earthshaker maybe. They need some more stuns here. Earthshaker's not great in a Clockwork either. You could go for the Jakiro again too. Oh god, Guam Zeus. Oh god. So Guam, if you didn't know, has 2 of the highest death records in CDL. of all time. He's on the top 10 list 3 times, 4 times, and like 2 of them are him playing Zeus, I think. Or at least one of them is him playing Zeus. So, yeah, and into a Medusa, this feels pretty bad. They don't really have a natural way to get rid of mana. You do have a Doom, however. You kind of got to be careful once she picks up a Lincoln's. But if they get something to drain this mana, you probably just buy a hero that gets Diffusal, honestly.
5 seconds remaining.
Who gets Diffusal that's still left in this draft? The Slark is gone. The PL is gone. Maguire's hero. Potentially an Invoker, maybe, but they are playing into a Clockwork, so that might not be the pick. They have the last pick too, so you can't wait getting rid of the Ricky. And I think the Medusa is going to be mid, I would assume, unless the Medusa can be safe lane too. So I guess it's either one. It feels pretty good on.
5 seconds remaining.
But the Ricky band's kind of interesting. See what they want to go for on USM too. On the last ban, it is going to be Striker's hero. Unless he's playing the Dusa, but again, we'll see with the last pick. Maguire, heroes that buy Diffusal. Let's see here. I mean, they could have picked him the Ricky, to be fair. So that's why I'm a little surprised they're banning it, but it might just be a targeted ban. OD, yes. Kind of can just annihilate a Dusa. So they won't give that away to Maguire.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I'll save the last pick for Strikers. And the other thing, too, that Toxic Tacos has to worry about, they only got 8 seconds of reserve time to pick up Maguire's here, but Maguire's probably already decided what it is. Or like he has an idea of like 2 or 3 heroes in his head right now, and then depending on what USM picks, he'll just like get it in like 5 seconds. So I don't really think it's too big of a deal. It's really just up to USM. I think it's down to a comfort pick too, something that doesn't get absolutely wrecked by Doom. Although Doom has 2 pretty big targets in the Dusa and the Enchantress right now, and they need another stun for Bane as well. I think you only have the Zeus right now. That's reliable. And ideally you have Smacktrix out in front, getting on top of a Zeus too, so Guam can't just run around stunning a Bane that wants to get an ult off.
Dire team pick.
Storm Spirit.
Well, I mean, yes. Like, the Storm struggles into Doom, and you have to be a lot more careful with how you play. But Storm goes Lincoln's, Storm goes Bloodstone. Like, so he's still going to be tanky, and it's okay into Lifestealer. I said Storm earlier, so I'm going to count that as me guessing the hero.
5 seconds.
I'm just going to count that as me guessing the hero, because I said Storm, clip it. I said Storm at some point in this draft. I can't remember when, but I said it. I did. They could have gone for the Force Storm too, and the TA pick. Okay, that's decent in the Storm. You're able to dodge a lot of his burst. So Maguire playing that. I mean, doesn't go for the Diffusal Blade, but it's not like it's a requirement for sure. Rip. Although that's kind of a flame. That's kind of mean. That's very mean. I'm sorry. I should have just listened to my earlier self. Oh, we do get Smack back on the Clockwork. Okay. And I will say near this time. I don't know. Oh, because it wasn't ticketed. That's why. Okay. I'm just so dumb. I did not realize that was near, but everybody's got a different name, and now it says yellow on the end of it too. So I will say near this game. hell of a game last game, Nier. That makes up for all of it. Guam is going to be on the Zeus, Nira, Lifestealer, Ghost Pepper on that Doom. And yeah, it is going to be that Deuce of safe lane. Is that a mustache on Lich? Is that a mustache Lich? What is this? The fuck is this? What set is this? What? Is that a mask? It's not a mustache. It's not facial hair. It's like a mask. What the hell? Alright, Lich is into BDSM or something, apparently.
Tell me someone saw that. Not what you expected?
And so is Lifesteal, actually. I mean, well, anyways. Smacktrix going with the classic Clockwork. I think you'll be okay with the Lifestealer into the Clockwork. Like, it's a better matchup than what they had last game into it. It's a lot better than Juggernaut into Clockwork too. And I say that because there's like 2 Magic Moon heroes that's commonly played in the Clockwork, either Juggernaut or Lifestealer. Lifestealer benefits a bit more from that, Lifesteal into a Strength hero. So. Big Guam throwing out a stun to start, but it's mostly just damage. Level 1 Lightning Bolt, pretty garbage for the mana, but it scales, so happy with it. We'll see how well Nier can farm too. We'll see the same mid matchup too. Seb versus Nira. Seb definitely winning that one last game. Surprisingly, I thought McGuire was going to trash it with the Wind Ranger, but I mean, it was a nice game from Seb too. Going for Battery Assault versus Smack, but not actually finding anything. Somehow Turtle King got a last hit already. Was that a Cogs? What the hell did he hit? A ward maybe? It was probably a ward. Okay, I think it was. Yes, it was an Observer ward. Immediately finding that as Turtle King. Okay, that's why you have Turtle King on your team. God support. God 5. And again, you see last game too how good his Jakiro is. Like, definitely played a lot better than some other Jakiros. Ooh, this courier almost dying down to 1 health. Oh my goodness, 64 damage. Does courier have armor? No. It actually got buffed too because he's got 0 armor. Wow. Almost dying there. Smack going for a dive on the Turtle King. Has to just juke over into the trees, but I don't think Striker actually has enough right click. Just trading up with Nira. Nira trying to get some lifesteal. Ice Blast thrown out as well to slow down that Clockwork. Will be just fine. Ghost Pepper taking a little bit of harass bottom, but I don't think they can play too aggressively into him. See top 2. Maybe Turtle King can find a courier kill, but no, his right click gets canceled. They don't have Cox, so he's not going to die for this, but you don't lose the courier. Get the Ice Blast over on the Smack. It's still only level 1 lifesteal though, so no slow. Not a kill happening here. There is the level 2 on the Lich to get the slow. They can't keep chasing out Smack, but Strikers is going to be the next biggest target. If they can get a couple more right clicks, Nira with the first blood. A nice, very well-timed level 2 pickup from Turtle King. Secures that kill, and now Nira's level 2. And the fact that you're giving away first blood in this lane too is really dangerous. You have to essentially just play very safe from now on, I think. You can maybe still go on Turtle King, but it's got to be up to Smack to hit the Cogs combo. Let's see bottom 2. What are we doing CS-wise? Mid is completely tied. I should really pay attention to this mid matchup more. The only reason I don't is that I suck at mid, and I can't really talk about mid matchups, but this is a hell of a matchup. McGuire versus Sev. Last game, McGuire's pissed because he's lost last game. And, again, he lost mid last game, but doing a lot better this game. Kunkka is just like the same here, right? Especially in a Wind Ranger. I think Kunkka has the matchup benefit as well going into Wind Ranger, because you can just obviously avoid some of that Wind Run damage block with the Tidebringers, and that's essentially what Sev did the whole game. So McGuire is like, well, I mean, I'm playing a different hero this time. It's a better matchup for me. We got second pick as well. They had second pick, or wait. Yeah, Tacos had first pick last game. And with being second pick this game, they're giving Maguire a better matchup. So very nice for him, and he's actually using it pretty well to start. It's still tied, but Maguire gets a better start, and Maguire is a god, so he's really going to carry this team to victory, I think. I mean, if they're going to win, it's going to be Maguire on top. Maguire's got to do well for Toxic Tacos to win a game. Well, I'm actually just straight up tanking the snake there. Maguire's able to farm jungle just as well as the Storm too, so Sev doing somewhat of the same, but he's still waiting. I'm surprised nobody's bought a bottle yet. Smack looking for maybe a Cogs Q combo, but Lifestealer does have Q as well to avoid some of the damage. Is going to get isolated, so as soon as that magic immunity comes off, he's going to get focused by the battery assault. It's still only level 1, so not a lot of damage, but they can actually find the kill. Getting slowed up, Nira doesn't have the slow either. There is going to be an Ice Blast from Ritz, but Nira needs to turn around and give him a mango. He can't get this off. No, he does get the mana right at the end of it. And they might be able to keep chasing. Smack still looking for it. Has the Cogs plus the battery assault. Can he get him inside of it though? Does get the Cogs inside. Trying to hit up is Turtle King. Pops the magic immunity. Nira just walks out. Doesn't get pushed back from that either. Nira to live doesn't have a salve in this lane, however. He's got some of that lifesteal, but he's got to be very careful now. Cogs up on Smack. And the only way he kills him about is just chasing into the trees, maybe popping Cogs randomly, but Turtle King could fall here. Does have level 2 battery assault. Smacktrix doesn't want to go for it, however. And tanking a lot of damage from the Enchantress is Nira. I'll still see Ghost Pepper going for the Chain Lightning first, kind of surprisingly. Might actually be able to kill off the Bane here. One more hit will bring him down. Yep, he went for the Brain Sap, but just could not get the cast off in time. Would have at least secured the Bounty Rune, I think, but not quite quick enough. Maguire may be able to go pick up that second Bounty Rune, but he doesn't have the bottle, so he doesn't really benefit from it. And again, still nobody's got a bottle in this game. I'm kind of surprised by. We see Turtle King and the Lifestealer pairing up. With Smacktrix rotating away and taking the outpost, they could just go right now. They noticed that Smacktrix is gone since he has gone for the outpost, but Nero is just way too low for this. Turtle King's got to be careful with this courier. They saw it walk over, and now Smacktrix is right on top of it, but no, Turtle King's microed it away from that clockwork. And Smacktrix isn't going to look any further. I thought he might dive past the tier 1 there, but ended up not opting to do that. And here is where Maguire really starting to take control. Does have the 12 CS advantage, but Sev out of mana. He's dove back into Maguire. Has to rotate over Smack. And I don't think they have vision, but he doesn't actually have the melt to go invis here. Cogs still to come up on Smacktrix. The pull doesn't get him quite out of it. That battery assault about to end, so I don't think they have enough damage. Smack just has to run away. The rotation over from Guam doesn't able to get the lightning bolt off. Sev is going to live. Smacktrix is going to live, but at the same time, you haven't pushed Maguire out of the lane. This is just complete free space for him. And the big thing too is Sev's going to lose some XP underneath the tower strikers, losing his life top. I think a couple more hits from Nira. Turtle King, the nice play there to give his core the kill. And it's 2-0-1 for Nira to start this, getting very big. 4-0 on the kill board. Actually just trading outposts too. Turtle King may actually go back and get that other one, but opting to just go for the stack right now. I don't think he got it. No, it wasn't quite in time there. Ghost Pepper still does do. No, it's just the damage. Okay, I'm surprised. Do you seriously go for this over the mana drain, especially into a Medusa too? But maybe this does do the mana drain. Am I reading this wrong? No, 140 damage isn't bad though, and it's the initial damage and it doesn't climb. Okay. Surprised we're seeing the tree die in this lane too, because usually you see a Bane with the brain sap still playing very aggressively and able to keep that health pool. Trade very efficiently. We'll see a little bit of a rotation down. It's 3 heroes bottom. Smack is going to find Guam in the trees. Smack is going to find Guam in the trees. He saw him walk over. Guam's just giving up his life. I don't know if he's AFK or what, but he's essentially dead there. Will be the first kill by USM. And Nier actually picking that one up too. And I'm not sure why Guam was over there, honestly. That was very strange, but... See Turtle King running through. Needs to get some wards down. Has gotten some nice ones down for his mid laner. McGuire still just taking a very big advantage here. 8 minutes in, 68 CS. Nobody farming quite as well as you see somebody like Ja do. But, I mean, Ja's just, again, so good at farming. A lot of mids can't really touch him in that aspect. But McGuire is one of the best team fighting mids in the game, I think. Or at least in one of these leagues. Smack's gonna die bottom. There's been a rotation bottom as well from Turtle King to get some wards down. And as well as the Lightning Bolt too, they find Tree. Double kill for Ghost Pepper. They can't go onto the Dusa. Just a little bit too tanky. Turtle King trying to trade up just a little bit. Gets rid of some of that mana. Not really able to go too far. And Nero's just free farming top. Not really what you want to see, especially into this, man. Free farming on that lifestealer is going to get bid pretty quick, but you do have a Medusa farming bottom. It's not really like open farming, but still in front of the lifestealer in terms of net worth. In terms of CS, it's yeah, actually the Deuce on top near farming really well. Having a decent game so far. They have the Doom if they want to use it. I'm surprised they're not going to. Ghost Pepper needs a couple more hits. He is going to get the tick down. Does not need to use the Doom, but at the same time, they got the Cogs combo onto Guam. They find the kill onto him. Another death for Guam, as that's the only person who's died for Toxic Tacos this entire game. They have the Cogs as well onto Turtle King. The rotation down from Strikers. A couple of hits from the Impetus. More than enough damage into a Lich. Turtle King also going to lose his life. They have the Doom on Ghost Pepper if they want to rotate over. Just a couple more. Could use it on Strikers, but I just don't think they have enough damage for him. Guam popping the ultimate, or at least the Lightning Bolt, sorry, also has the ultimate still. Ghost Pepper still chasing this one out. Has the Doom, but doesn't want to keep chasing. It's a bit too far, so they will just back. I feel like Bane needs one more like targeted ability for Enfeeble to be like balanced, or at least a bit better, because the only way you put Enfeeble on somebody is Brain Sapping, which has this really shitty cast range, or Nightmare, which has an even worse cast range. Still, and doesn't scale very well either. If there was one more ability to make it better. Oh, bro, I don't have any moderators on this channel, so that's why you see idiots like this guy posting. But yeah, let me ban him. Okay. Anyways, we're back into this. I missed a hook. Turtle King to fall. Then nice hook there from Smack Tricks, plus the ultimate from Tree. Completely distracted there by people spamming my chat. I only have like 2 viewers. They're really trying to get me. Surprisingly, I should like add a moderator, but I don't think I've actually taken the time to do so yet. Hold on one sec. Hold on one sec, boys. We'll just do this for now, Carter. Just keep. They'll probably be the only person spamming, but you can be a mod for now. Do get near TPing out top. He's pretty tanky, so he's not gonna fall. And Guam's actually getting some space mid too, which is nice. He's gonna be able to pick up that 7. And Striker's also getting some space as well. Nier is very happy just farming the Ancients right now, getting a couple of items. Is able to pick up that Ocean Heart, which feels decent on Medusa. Still hasn't used that first Doom yet. Tried to get it on Seb, but they don't have the stun to follow it up with. They would have gotten the kill too, because McGuire had a DD at the same time. And top, Nero still hasn't taken the bottom or the top tier 1. They did take the mid tier 1, so the first damage on buildings coming from Toxic Taco is definitely a better performance this game compared to last. Strikers rotating over, does have the Nightmare over on the Ghost Pepper. Is there a jump forward? There is, this time from Sev on to Turtle King. They get the kill, the hook in to Ghost Pepper as well. It's a 2 kill in the jungle. And Ghost Pepper and Turtle King falling at that one.
Middle tower is under attack.
We do have Nira. Actually, Nira's going for... Is this Maelstrom? That's Maelstrom, right? Okay, yeah, I was like, did he just buy a Javelin? Now he's on to his next item, but... Yeah, no, he's going for the Halberd next, which is very good. It's going to help you a lot with the Dusa. And I think that's the main aspect, right? Like, nobody else really... I guess it's good in the Storm. It breaks up some of his combo and a lot of his damage he's able to put out. We'll see bottom. Guam's getting free farm this game. Nobody's touching him. See maybe a hook in from Smack Tricks if he wants to throw it. Does miss it. And he might just barely miss that one too. I didn't actually have it on Guam, so I didn't see it. But yeah, Guam essentially dodging that one out. Almost gets killed. I mean, he dies there for sure too, right? Like, nobody's got a 4-step yet. There's no save. But this is a very good time for Toxic Tacos to try and take a smoke gank bottom. See McGuire potentially with it. Deso does get spotted out by Smack Tricks, but Smack Tricks does not have any hook to actually escape this. We'll see Ghost Pepper running in. McGuire maybe looking for a hit. With that Deso too, Smack is just going to melt in this one. Gets completely annihilated. Strikers just needs to go for the TP. I think they will get the slow from the TA, but do they have enough damage? No, there's the stun from Guam. Plus the ultimate and the Ice Blast, like more than enough magic damage. They don't even need to hit Enchantress there. Bottom tier 1 gonna fall very quickly. We'll see Tree picking up and going aggressive with these bounty runes too. And I don't think Ghost Pepper has used the Doom once. Like, he hasn't found an opportunity to yet. Like, he's saving it for either the Dusa or the Storm, and it's just never really been open. You're really just waiting for McGuire blink. Come up is gonna pick up. Did he just cut down the mango tree? Oh no, it's a high ground. Okay. Why are they spawning? Okay, mangoes make 0 sense actually. They might be able to go on near, honestly. If McGuire had blink, they definitely go on near here, but there is a rotation over from Ghost Pepper. Do they find it in time? They have a couple traps here to get the slow as well. The popped ult from near has Ghost Pepper's gone too far. Strikers with a couple of impetuses. There's the hook onto McGuire. He can just meld this. However, Smack is just getting completely turned on. Gets annihilated. There's the Doom onto the Storm too, who's gone too far. They've lost 3, and they're gonna lose near. Just not gauging the fight correctly. You get the sleep from Tree to slow him down, but going farther is Nira. Doesn't opt to go past the tier 3s. They're just gonna jump into the tier 2s, take out the buildings. And they will fall very quickly with that Deso from McGuire, and just going way too far was Sev. Stopped right next to the Doom. And it spelled his death right there. No way to escape. Ghost Pepper actually going for the stun too. I think that's part of what sets it up. Nice traps there for McGuire. Just completely prepared with them. He had one right here. He had one right here. Like, there was no way Medusa was escaping. And maybe they even thought about fighting there. But yeah, they're just not. They couldn't turn it. Nira just farming the enemy jungle in the meantime. Tree does have an ult, but there's really no follow-up. See Smack with hook once again, but this game, not a similar story to last. It's Dire Toxic Tacos ahead by quite a bit early on. See Strikers farming bottom. Lightning Bolt out from Guam, but do they even have enough right click to do this? Ghost Pepper can't get the hit off or the stun off. Surprised he didn't throw off the War Stomp. There's the hook in on the Guam, and now Guam's gone too far. Ghost Pepper's just saying, yep, you're dead. There's no saving you, buddy. Ghost Peppers will be able to escape as the slow from Strikers wearing off right there. And I think he's just going to throw out a couple more impetuses, try to find the kill, but Ghost Pepper's just tanking this. Not sure he can really stay here. Needs one more hit, but no, does escape into the trees, and at the same time, Turtle King getting cogsed up, but Maguire is saving his support hero. Not going to tick down to the urn either. It's not quite enough. Going for the kill over onto the Enchantress, Nira. Not quite getting it. And that's actually the other hero that Halberd's good into, I guess. Sev still taking that top tower. Sev still having a like, even he made the mistake early on as 1-1-1 because of it, but he's finding space from here on. He's still pretty hampered by it though. Like he should definitely have his Bloodstone by now. The tower kill, it's going a long way for that. As we do see Maguire with the blink now too, coming in very handy against a Clockwork. If Clockwork catches anybody but the TA, like you can just blink in there, go very aggressive, and it's really just dependent on Smack getting a Blade Mail. This is like one of the rare occasions I think you go Blade Mail first on Clockwork. And unfortunately, Smack is still quite a far ways from it. Problem is, too, TA can still hit you even when you have the Blade Mail, so you have to be careful with it. But it's still necessary. It's either like you either go Blade Mail or you go Force Staff. It's one of the two. And into TA, I think maybe the Force Staff is a bit better. Let's see a nice D ward there. Turtle King finding that one out. Didn't. I mean, he got hooked there just a bit earlier, so. He said potentially walking next to a trap, but nope. The Doom not actually coming. They still need a blink on Ghost Pepper too, and he actually does have that one picked up. I could just get rid of a mango to pop it in his inventory. Maguire picking up a haste rune. Could find a kill here as near and no, the TP out from Smack doesn't see the Medusa either, and Medusa is actually going for the TP out too. Just a vision ultimate there. Maguire perfectly happy with just farming up some camps and grabbing some mangoes. I mean, it makes it so you don't have to buy these clarities all the time. That is very nice if you do have the mango tree. And we'll actually see what... So Smack went for the urn first. And yeah, I am interested to see what he goes for next. This is a decently early smoke. They didn't catch Maguire, however. And I don't think they had vision on it either. Opting to just back for now. They have the Dune from Ghost Pepper, plus the Blink. Can they find the Storm? I think is the question. You want to get the Doom on the Storm. That's the main target, and they don't see him right now. They saw him hit the wave for just a little bit, but can they get vision? No. There's the ward. They've gotten it. A nice ward from Turtle King is going to get them the initiation that they need. There's the Lich Ult. Storm is just gone to start this fight. Going for the TP as Strikers. There is no stun. That'll be the only kill they find, but they'll take it. And it's honestly just straight into Roche too, without that Storm for 40 seconds. It's a BO2. Oh, that's in Discord, but yes, it is a BO2. And this is going to be a really quick Roche, and without that Storm, there's just no way to steal it unless Maguire or Smacktrix can go for the steal here, but I don't think he's actually going to try and hit it. Ghost Pepper, Turtle King, and Guam know exactly what he's trying to do. And they might actually just catch Smack too. I thought he was just going to leave. I didn't think he was going to go for it. Didn't actually throw the hook out, but just getting caught out. Blinking forward. And they also put the Aegis over on Maguire too. So Maguire looking very big, is getting close to that BKB. And I mean, let's look at the farm. On the other side too, Nier's got a Manta. It's not a lot of damage. It's still going to be a while before Medusa is big enough yet. And honestly, if they lose this game, I think it really comes down to the Dusa pick. Just because Dusa does not do enough early on unless you're stomping. And they did not stomp the lane. But that was going to be very hard to do. Like the mid lane matchup was not as advantageous as it was for them last game. And top lane, you just saw Nira free farming the whole time. And he's getting close to a Mjolnir as well. About 800 gold from it. Is rotating bottom. Not going to be able to find the kill because he doesn't have a stun. Striker's just knowing he can go for the TP there. But maybe they find Nira. They do have a couple stuns from Ghost Pepper. Is able to hit the Stomp, and no, there's the Deuce ult plus the Bane ultimate over into the Doom. You can get the focus. Nier is able to get a lot of hits into Ghost Pepper, but he's so tanky. Still gonna tick down the hook from Smacktrix over onto the Lich into Turtle King. I think, no, they're finally Ghost Pepper ticking down. It's Nier actually getting the last hit, but Sev might have just gone too far right now. No, Guam can't get the hit off. There goes the Aegis, and Nier is to this fight a little bit late. They've lost 3 heroes so far. McGuire coming back with the Aegis. And I think they could potentially turn it, but no, there's 5 heroes here. McGuire just needs to go for the blink, hits it. Now Guam needs to escape, and I think he will. And, well, you didn't lose too much there, but it is still a very crucial win for Radiant. You take away the Aegis, and it's only a 2k gold lead. Getting rid of some of that. I see Sev top 2. I mean, Sev gets Bloodstone stacks. It feels pretty good. I think you get 2 there. You don't get it for the Aegis kill. But you need to start getting these stacks built up. Has died twice now. And fortunately for him, that initial Doom they used up here to kill him, he did not have Bloodstone yet. So very nice, but they will go for the smoke up now with the Doom. Do they find the Storm again? And again, it's going to be Turtle King's warding that's going to win them the game. Like, seriously, they're spotting out Sev every single time. There's the Doom! Turtle King with the wards. I really got to tip the hat. Like, that's what gets them that kill. They know exactly where Sev is the whole time. And they have a Fortify here too. They might just have to use it because with this Deso, this tier 3 gonna fall so fast. McGuire jumping forward, another hit, they get the kill. McGuire with the double kill, the Zeus ult pop. There's the buyback immediately from Bane. Ghost Pepper's gone a bit too far, needs another impetus. No, the save from his core. Nira, sick play there with the ultimate to save his Doom. Oh my goodness. Cannot believe Ghost Pepper is actually able to survive there, but Lifesteal ultimate, very good. Let's see, Nero still running bottom, and we got a hook too. Heard that in the back. Turtle King doesn't have Force Staff to get out either, but this might not be the great engagement they want. They've gone a little bit too far. Jumping forward is Ghost Pepper, but he can't actually get the hit off. He's just ticking down to the impetus. There's the halberd to stop his core from dying again. Nero's just saving his teammate over and over again. Now Guam, then maybe the next one to die, the impetus is going to hurt a lot, but no. 300 health left on Guam with that Ocean Heart too. Or no, he's actually just straight up regen. Nether Shawl proving to be quite helpful. And Nero's still farming very efficiently. Oops, sorry. I had to tab out for a second there. Nier just focusing into this tier 1. I think the tier 1's dead no matter what. They don't have the hook, but they just don't want to fight it. We did lose a bit of health on the top tier 3. He does have the essence ring. And Nero with that Paladin sword now too coming in handy. And the Enchanted Quiver actually on Storm feels pretty good, man. Sev down below his Bloodstone charges just a bit, but again, not too much. Needs to die like one more time before that item is a real feels bad, man. Get that camp already taken. We'll see if they maybe go for a jump onto Nero, but he's very hard to kill with the Halberd plus Mjolnir. They do have the vision on him with the snake jumping forward Sev, but no, he's actually just farming the camp. With the Zeus ult too, they might be able to get the jump. Nero obviously, or McGuire can't go onto the Storm, but the rest of his team is just gonna fall. Nero having to pop the BKB, does pop the ult too, goes for the TP, but do they have a stun? I don't think so. No, they do not. They're not gonna find Sev either. The Doom nowhere near. That's really their only stun, other than the Sinister Gaze. Let's see them move through mid. I mean, they still have the Fortify on Dire, so like it's really hard to go high ground still, but you still have that bottom tier 2 up. I think that's got to be the target they start moving for. Like they've shown they can win these fights over and over again. They just have to turn it into buildings now. Striker's just farming up the Ancients, but he needs to be careful here. They don't have vision on him yet, and actually Radiant has all the vision right now. I guess it's kind of what happens when you play with the Zeus too. You just get the vision advantage automatically. This Guam is just guessing out where these wards are. Not gonna get this one though. That's actually a really nice ward against a Zeus, unless you fight near it, and then it's like, yeah, they just find it because he popped a couple of ults. The slow Nier versus Nira, the battle, the battle of the two 4-letter cores there. Actually, they're the same. Wait, yeah, they're the same name except for the R is arranged switch places with the A. Okay. Guam does get the Dior, but no, he canceled the attack on the sentry. Smack isn't able to get the cogs off, so I think Guam's gonna live, and they will lose their ward. Guam panicking just a bit. I mean, Guam's been known to panic in the past, so not too surprising, but just unfortunate there. They do know where the sentry is for the next time, though. He has that 4-staff, too. Seems pretty early to get for that clockwork. Turtle King also getting close to 1. The more 4-staffs against a clockwork, the better. Will be the big benefits of them getting all those. McGuire still with the blink. BKB, 9-second BKB on him. He is going for that Bloodthorn and getting very close to it. I'm surprised he went for the Orchid first, but they are playing against a Storm, so the Orchid feels pretty good. This is an unfortunate Roshan timing for them, but they're actually just going for kills instead. Able to just get some aggressive ward. Smackshrick going for the outpost steal. They're not going to get spotted doing this either, so they're not going to notice until it's actually taken. Tier 2 bottom finally falling. They've chosen to go for the objective. It is 30 minutes into this game. 5k gold lead from Toxic Tacos. They're down 0-1 in this series. See Nero rotating back top. Does have the Basher now, so he's able to get at least a little bit more lockdown. Like, people can't just TP out in front of his face, and once he gets that Abyssal, very much the same. Nero gonna push up these lanes very quickly. We're really, I think, just waiting on the Roche now, and they're gonna see it as soon as it spawns in a minute here. Minute 30 seconds with the trap in there. They're gonna see it. McGuire has to be careful though. Doesn't want to get caught out by a Bane, as that's really the main. I mean, honestly, the only way he can die is getting caught out by a Bane. Like, he can get out of a clockwork hook cogs. It's kind of harder, but the Bane's like the guaranteed way. Until Guam gets eggs, which Guam is still a decent ways away from it yet. And Nier does have the Scotty now, so starting to dish out a decent amount, but it's still just like, oops, I am just missing kills. Nier finding the Bane there. Treebeard dropping. See the Roche spawning soon too. 40 seconds for that. But yes, McGuire with the Mindbreaker too. That's the silence, right? Yep. So he's got like the ultimate silence combo here. You get the Mindbreaker silence, and then you get the Orchid. Like, it feels good. It's great. And especially if he gets the, oh god, what's the one that actually hexes you? Once they get that too, I think, if they get that, like, it's going to be really good on McGuire. Immediately get jumps onto a Storm Spirit. And there's really nothing you can do to stop it. The only benefit you have from Nier is you have the Manta to save yourself. I mean, that's pretty much it. They do see the Roche has spawned, but Storm is up again. The hook missing from Smack. Not quite sure who he was trying to throw it at. Maybe Turtle King, but Turtle King playing very aggressively right now. The BKB popped from McGuire, plus the silence. That's a very early BKB to use in this fight. The TP away from Nier. McGuire realizing he's kind of made a mistake there, I think, by using the BKB. It doesn't feel like he needed it, especially since he had the silence too, with the Bloodthorn up. But this is going to be a very quick Roche. They do have the Clockwork plus the Storm, but do they go for this deal? They don't quite have vision, and no, they're not going to get it. She's over onto Nira, and the Aegis again on McGuire. Thing is, Maguire does not quite feel invincible, though. So it's not like last game where PL gets an Aegis and it's just like, well, we might as well just lose the next fight. Like, there's no way we're killing him twice or once, so. Feels pretty bad. See them. How do they want to break the high ground, though, I think? Like, you just got to get Maguire up hitting a tower, and it's going to fall. But you got to worry about smack hooks. Like, I think they have 2 Force Staffs now. 4 staffs on Guam. He needs about 900 more gold for that eggs to come through. Be able to steal the outpost back. And I believe Turtle King has his. Yes, no, he's 10 gold away, but that's going to be pretty useful once they get both of those. And Maguire could honestly go for a Hurricane Pike too if he really wants to. But might not actually go for that. Ghost Pepper. Maybe getting an AC. Probably not before the next fight, but he's got Halberd at this point. Like, feels amazing into that Enchantress, so they can get rid of both the Enchantress or Dusa or Storm, a lot of their damage. Yeah, I actually have 2 Halberds up on the Lifestealer as well as the Doom. Just pop the Invis-Rune, but I think they have vision on this. Well, is the Rapier now on near? Didn't actually see that one picked up. It's an early Rapier. 34 minutes, but I mean, they feel like it's their way back into the game, I guess, if it's all or nothing now. See BKB potentially getting picked up. The problem is, I feel like you need a BKB first on near if you're going the Rapier strat, but it's just like, you gotta go for it, and maybe you do BKB next. If you can get the golden time. If Toxic Tacos is going to wait this one out. But it's the full on, let's just go for the shell right now from USM. Opting to not move outside of the base at all. They don't want to risk the Rapier. Like, just wait until you can get at least another item, and then maybe you leave outside of the base on the Medusa. But for right now, you do not leave these lines. Actually, McGuire's going AC? Okay. It's a little surprising. Smacktrick's actually leaving to go get a D-ward there. And how did he see that, actually? What? Oh, it's a sentry down here. Okay. So see Maguire making a front, but Smacktrix has gotten a little bit out here. Plus the bash stun, Smack able to just run it off, though. He's still got a decent amount of armor, so he's tanking it up. But into the tier 3s we go. Smack has to back outside to the fountain. Maguire able to dodge some of that damage. I don't have any regen for him. They do have a regen rune top or bottom. And Maguire does see that one, but I don't think they're going to opt to back. Guam. Oh gosh. Slasher Dota strats there, buying his buddy a cell. And the blink forward, actually, it's a really quick initiation with the Abyssal from near. The save Nightmare is not going to be there. Repair kit pops, so this tier 3 tower does look a lot stronger, but they do get the jump and the immediate buyback from Smacktrix. And he's lifestealing too. Okay. Wait, what? How is he lifestealing? Oh, it's the Vlads. I'm stupid. 1.25 seconds melt hit bash. Okay. Still focusing in on that tier 3. Another repair kit being popped, but it's really on the Enchantress. I think Ghost Pepper just kind of has to blink in and get the Doom off onto a Dusa maybe, and then they focus it's really got to be they focus the Enchantress down after that. You stay on top of him. Lich Schultz as well to follow, I would assume. Like, you get the Doom on Dusa, then you just throw a Lich Ult onto an Enchantress and hope enough damage is there to kill him with the Zeus and a couple of hits from the TA. And that's probably why Maguire is going for the AC. You need that extra attack speed to bring down this Enchantress. It does actually end up getting that. So McGuire getting stronger and stronger. Should be able to bring down an Enchantress alone. Like, I think it's enough attack speed now. We'll actually see here, but it's still only level 2 untouchable. And they definitely are taking their time. They've lost the Aegis now, too. Roshan may respawn in 2 minutes, 30 seconds. We are still just waiting. They know more Sevas, but there's really no rotation top. They could potentially catch out Smack Tricks. This is the ultimate standoff here. We're starting to get into trench warfare territory. Nobody wants to move the line, really. But this is a really aggressive play from Radiant, just moving way out into the map. I think they've used all the charges of their repair kit, too. I think they have. Yeah, it's on the Bane, and they got one more charge. Okay. I mean, once the repair kit is gone, can you get another item? No! Strikers has gone too far, and there's more than enough damage. Smack's trying to get the save with the hook. There's the ultimate onto the Lifestealer, but do they have enough damage? I don't think they do. They didn't get the focus. Nero's just able to pop the ultimate, pop the cheese, walk away. And the early engagement into Smack as well. That's going to be a dieback, but no, the save, the nightmare from his teammates saves him in time, but gone too far. Sev going to pop the buyback immediately. There's the buyback from the Doom too. Turtle King getting focused up by Smack Tricks. A couple of right clicks too. Sev able to find that kill. They've lost Guam as well. They don't have vision on McGuire, and the Lifestealer is inside there too. Nero just needs to turn around and told this one. Smack Tricks to fall. They've lost McGuire, however. Nero gonna fall. Eventually, the Dusa starting to output the damage with the Rapier, not even coming close to dying there. They focus on the Enchantress and the Clockwork. They get Sev, but they don't get the Dusa, and it doesn't even matter if Sev is dying at this point. He got all of his charges back too. And it's gotten to a game where even though you were so far up, Nero's just gonna power down into these buildings. Rapier on the board, like, they're gonna fall so quickly. Actually, is this the second game in a row he's bought it too? Yes, he did buy it last game. Okay, Nero's just the Rapier gamer. We'll see if they want to go high ground. I don't think so. It's a little bit risky. They'll just opt to go into the tier 2s in that top lane. Timeless Relic picked up on the Dusa, but I think you'll stay with the Grove Bow for now. Spell damage and debuff duration? Probably the Storm. I think it's the best on the Storm for sure. You do take down that top tier 2, and this game is suddenly a lot closer. Was at the nice 15, 16, 17k, I think, and we're back underneath 10k. 7k gold need for Toxic Tacos, and really just having a hard time finishing off these games. They still have another charge in the repair kit on Tree if they want to use it mid. But I think they potentially just wait now. Wait now with it. You could use a top 2. Wait until they go for another push and then use it. It's just so good in a push. Extra attack speed plus armor. Or in to defend a push. Sorry. That's what I meant. Timeless. Oh yeah, Timeless Relic is actually really good on Bane too. Now that I think about it. 25% debuff duration. So what? That's like more than an extra second on Fiend's Grip. Like that's pretty crazy. It's up to like 8 seconds, 9 seconds with the enfeeble duration too. Actually, I think that's 10 seconds, right? Depends on how it applies. I think it's towards the base duration. And you just do 25% plus 30%. I think so. 25% plus 30% would be 55%. So it's like 9.5 second nightmare. Right? Something like that. I don't know if that's actually correct, but still pretty good. You need something to cancel it for sure. Okay, if Tacos win here, then Liquid Sky and Tacos need to break the tie. So they do need the 1 win. And USM did win game 1. And, well, we're at a point in game 2 where it's looking like either team could win it once again. But Nier almost feeling unstoppable. And into the tier 4s they go. Or tier 3s. They are just going to back, however, Guam missing the stun on that one. So they're not going to be able to cancel any TPs. Might be able to find somebody on the way out, but they just don't have the chase. Still Howard on Doom. The Timeless Relic. I swear to God, everybody gets the same neutral items. It feels like it. There's just a couple differences. I feel like Smack needs that. I feel like Smack needs this. But I mean, his mana would be so shit then, actually. Never mind, he does not need that. It feels like it would be nice, but that's actually way better. Magic Lamp is way better on Smack. The hook forward, he's actually done a really nice job too. Sev getting the kill there. He gets the pushback instead of locking him in cogs because he knows he has the Force Staff, so he can just get out. That is an experienced Clockwork player right there. 3-2. I love the low cooldown on Clock Hook now too. It's so great. It's not as good as the eggs, like 12-second, but if only they added that to one of the talents where it just reduces hook cooldown by 15 seconds or something. Good Flare True Sight does feel pretty good too. It's probably going to go for the battery assault duration. This is into Roshan, but Toxic Tacos is rotating over like they want to fight this one since it is up. And they do get the jump forward too onto Smack Tricks, but there's the Bane ult. Look at how long this lasts. Nobody's canceling it either. Nira is getting completely focused. He needs to run out of this one. He can't get the Magic Immunity off. No, he's jumped into USS Guam to save for now. There's the Egg Storm Pull on the 4, I believe. Nira is doing so much damage, but there's the Rapier gone. Nira has lost the Rapier. He got completely isolated in between 4 heroes. Nira picking it up. In the meantime, into Roche they go, and they don't have the ability to jump into this. And now we've suddenly gone to a 22k. Look at that gold swing. Oh my goodness. Nier just gets completely isolated after getting a couple kills there. The entire team had to back. And, well, it's starting to feel like this game is pretty much over. No actual way to do this. Nira jumping forward with the Abyssal, the save for now, plus the Nightmare. There's the hook in from Smack Tricks, but they need to bring down Nira. He's got the Aegis too, so I don't think it's going to happen. Smack Tricks getting focused, getting bashed. They kill off Maguire, though. So that is a lot of their damage gone. They've also killed off the Doom, but can they get Nira? That is the question. Can they get their Rapier back? Nira falling lower. They've lost all the heroes. Nira just needs to go for the TP, plus the Magic Community. He gets it. There was no Bane ultimate for another 15 seconds. The Rapier still in the hands of Nira. Fortunately for Toxic Tacos. And we're still going. These two teams are just so close.
So the temple cast
Strikers pops the smoke. We do get a buyback from Maguire too. Ghost Pepper's down. They might not even need the Rapier to finish this game. Nier does have Satanic now and could just buy another Rapier at a point too. It is up into the tier 3s. Did pop the Fortify plus the repair kit. Still lasting quite a bit longer too, and they don't have another lane pushed either. So not another option for now. They might just have to back. And well, we're getting about the same duration as last game. I thought we would get a shorter game, especially based on that early game. But yeah, nobody is like playing and overtly like stomping. Like very evenly matched. You gotta, it's this Rapier being in the game, it just makes it so much more fun too. You have to be so careful. play around Nira. Mission, make sure Nira does not die. Saving Private Nira. Hopefully he's able to get focused. They do pop a smoke. But I don't know if they're going to find anybody. Smack running away. They almost get the cancel. There's a ping there too as Smack saw them pop the Zeus ultimate. Plus the eggs. They do see Smack running away, but can they get there in time? I don't think so. There's just not enough speed from the Lifestealer. He's swapped out his boots. So yeah, he's definitely not catching this one, and they just need to back. Get the lanes pushed out for sure. It's really up to McGuire for that one. And still got the Aegis for a decent amount of time. But I don't think we're going to see it pop. I think we're just going to see it end. And we'll again wait for the next Aegis. And that's pretty much guaranteeing this game is going to go longer than last one at 57 minutes. A very long series for both teams. As Nira is still finding some space. Does see Smacktrix mid, but there's really no jump here. Picking up the illusion rune. Ghost Pepper doesn't want to just blindly throw out the stun either. Has the refresher. And I'm kind of surprised we don't see a Lincoln's yet on anybody. Sev opting to go for the eggs instead. Does he have buyback actually? Yes, he does. Okay. And I think Nira does. Or Nier does too. No, he's actually short. Did have to pop it. Still no Roche yet. We do get the Zeus ult too, but they jump forward. They find Strikers, and Strikers looking very dead. Even gonna use the Doom Ghost Peppers. I mean, there was nobody there just opting to use the Doom. There is no buyback on Enchantress, however, and you've already taken the mid tier 3 tower, and apparently now is the opening. You need to be careful with this Aegis timing, because it's not going to be around for too much longer. I think they're going to save the catapult wave here. Very unlucky. Great timing for that to spawn. And take this fight too, because Storm can't just kill off the creeps here. Aegis is gone. You're swapping into the phase boots, and those catapults are dying here. There's another creep wave coming soon. They will get the backdoor protection at some point too, but I think they're going to lose the tower before that's actually able to happen. Potentially the barracks too. Ranged for sure, and it looks like melee gone. Do they go top? It's still a fight. 70 seconds without Enchantress up. Sev doing his best job to stop the push from coming in. They do have the backdoor now too. And we'll see if they just want to go through backdoor. They think they have it, and I think they do as well. Backdoor doing completely nothing against these heroes. And jumping forward is Nier onto Nier. They don't actually get the kill. They do get the silence, but it's not enough. A nice two-man pull there, but Ghost Pepper popping the BKB. He can't get the Doom off on time. There's the Bane ult as well on the Nira. He doesn't have Aegis, but no, he pops the Satanic. Nira gets all the health back, plus the Doom on the Sev. They haven't killed off Nira yet, but they've killed off two heroes, the Smacktrix and the Enchantress still down. Nira on the front side of this. He's still got that rapier. Getting focused to Sev, but Nira needs to back. He needs to be careful. Do not want to lose a Aegis right in front of the fountain. Just go back. Focus the racks, get the Megas, and you have Megas, but you're still against a Medusa, so it's really hard to finish this game yet. Let's see, Guam getting jumped into by Nira. Let's see the full-on route there. You'll take the Megas and just back completely. Wait till the next fight. 28k gold lead, but they're still in this. You have Medusa against Megas, like... Back in the day, the biggest mega defenses before techies were Dusa games, pretty much. Dusa, Sniper. Kunkka also another good hero at it. Storm as well helps quite a bit. Didn't go for the spirits, so it helps clear off the creep waves. As we've seen. And Sev's still just waiting. We'll see if they go for a smoke, but I don't think so. They're keeping these waves at bay for right now, but it's going to start adding up, and Nier is just going to have to stick in base. But making the defense for now. They don't want to give up this easily. Still feeling like they're in it. So do you still see top getting pushed out? And we'll see how they want to jump. Ghost Pepper maybe looking for a jump over onto Smack, but Smack can get out pretty easily. In comes the bot. Smack needs to get out of here. No, the jump forward from Maguire, plus the stun from Ghost Pepper. They're going to get this no matter what, plus the silence. Bloodthorn doing hell of a job, Maguire. Blinken. I'm surprised they gave him the Havoc Hammer, honestly. But it works, I guess. 225 plus, what is that, 100? That's a decent stun, I guess. They also get the jump on Nira. He pops the Malt plus the Manta, and he survives. They're getting the silence onto the Doom. They lose the Doom. They lose Turtle King. Guam dropping low too. Nira needs to try and lifesteal. That's the Rapier. Nira is getting focused. He's gonna lose the Rapier right on top of the tier 4s. I can't believe it. Nira completely alone dies against 4 heroes, and they've lost the Rapier back to the Medusa. This game is going for at least another 20 minutes. 2 Rapiers on Nier. They're still going. And it's just gotten a lot easier, too. A 2 Rapier Dusa. He swapped out boots. He has a Satanic. I think they might be able to pull this off. The Mega's comeback. Nero just getting a little bit... I think he just got tunnel vision there. I'm surprised he didn't go and just turn around for the Magic Immune TP out. But we'll see how they want to jump. It is... Do have 2 buybacks. Guam is going to be up soon as well. See them push mid. This tower's gonna die very quickly. Over 1,000 damage per hit from Nira. I believe. No, I'm a bit off there actually. Almost 1,000 damage per hit. If he gets a crit, yes. That tier 3 falling very quickly. They could just go for game 2. Yep, it's gonna be going for game. They want to get these buybacks coming out. It's gonna be a 5-on-5 fight though. And they're opting to just go back for the barracks. And we'll see how they want to fight this. I'm surprised, again, nobody has a Lincolns yet. There comes the Lich ult. It's a bit early, but it's going to bounce around quite a bit. They also get the jump in from Maguire, but he didn't actually find a kill. They need to bring down Nier, but Maguire just getting focused on the backside, too. Jumping forward is Ghost Pepper. Didn't get the Doom off. The Medusa ult coming out as well. Maguire does have buyback, so I think he's going to die here, but no, they get the kill on the Nier. Both Divine Rapiers on the ground. There's the turn Smack to fall as well. He has the buyback on Nier, but again, they're just getting... They have no answer. Both teams, it feels like almost just doing a complete throw with the Rapiers. And yeah, they call GG. Oh my gosh, the Rapiers change hands 3 times. And there's the final call. Both games going the distance, 57 minutes. Toxic Tacos has made tiebreakers. What a performance. Both games, hell of a match. Like, these 2 teams are so close in terms of skill. Maguire and Nira both playing incredibly well and just carrying their teams. I think Maguire is really the star of that show, too. Almost bringing it back was Nira. 8-4-10. Hell of a performance for a team that was down pretty much the entire game, but they do end up falling 1-1. Toxic Tacos, USM. Toxic Tacos, again, make tiebreakers for playoffs next week or whenever the next series are played. So stay tuned for that. I'll probably be casting some more League of Lads games. So try and catch that. If you did tune in, thanks for watching. Hell of a games tonight. Both went super long, but have a good night.